Hello, everybody. I'm having some okay. I'm having some technical difficulties, and it looks like we might be getting in here in a second. I have to send it again. um. Anyway, good morning. This is art to art while doing face art, heart to heart while doing face art, and I'm having technical difficulties. So let me see if I can resend this. Hit to resend. I know. Bear with me. I'm back. Okay. Jamie should be coming in too. I think I'm in the right live. We'll have to see what happens in a second. Because yeah, anyway, today we're going to be doing 3D. I'm going to try to do a dragonfly with Jamie's help. Okay. This is my phone, by the way. I'm trying to get on my computer. Those are the technical difficulties I'm having. And again, I'm still not even sure if I'm in the right live. So if you're here, give me a hi. And as soon as she sends me that code, we will be in. I had to send it again. So let's see. My name's Crystal, Real Lady Electrician. And I love face art. And let's see. We're going to be using a different technique today for 3D. And I am so sorry that I cannot speak this morning. Okay, that's coffee. The reason I can't speak, coffee. Coffee. Okay. It's really coffee. I know it looks like a wine cup, and it is a wine, but it's double walled. It's a coffee cup. I'm drinking coffee out of it. Miss Jamie might be running behind a little bit, and again, I might be in the wrong one. Hi, Big Chief 60. Let me put my glasses on. I'm pretty sure that's your name. How are you this morning? Hope you're doing well. I just recently watched one of your shorts, and now I can't remember. I watched so many YouTube videos, I cannot remember exactly which one I watched. And I'm on my phone, so I can't look it up either. Thanks for stopping in, though. I'm so sorry. I am trying to get on my computer, and I'm on my phone right now, so I'm having a little bit of technical difficulty. I am well. That's great. That's great. I want to say that you drive in your truck and you chat. Is that right? I appreciate the no worries. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for being cool about it. And anyway, I'm supposed to do a dragonfly today on my face. A 3D dragonfly. Thank you for understanding. And Jamie's gonna come and help me. My buddy Jamie, she comes here with me every Thursday. We try to be here around 10, and I think she's running a little late because she has to send me the code so I can get in. Yes. Okay, so I watched a short of yours the other day. I see, I watch a video every once in a while. I think you have a ton of followers, and you probably know how hard it is to keep up on all those videos that you have to. There she is. Hey,
Good
Jamie.
morning.
Good morning.
Sorry.
That's okay. Oh, Adrian's here too. Big Chief 60's here, and Adrian's here. And I'm going to send you the code again, okay?
Okay. Good
Because I
morning,
was,
Adrian. Good morning, Beef. Big Chief 60. Sorry, I'm turning it sideways. I can't read.
Okay.
There we go. Now I can read the comments.
And you should be getting the code. I sent it already.
All right, hold on one second.
Hi, yo, Adrian. How are you doing? Yes, I am very overwhelmed. I know. How do people do it? Big Chief 60. I cannot keep up with, especially all the people I really, really like, you know. I stopped watching like the big YouTubers where I used to go because now I have so many smaller ones that I love. So I'm going
440
at it. 440
849.
849. All right. Now I need to do what I told Tammy to do yesterday. Okay. I am going to be popping in for my computer, so I'm going to go right off my phone.
Okay.
Do.
I gotta get my paint stuff ready.
Okay. Whoops. What is going on? Okay, I'm here. Okay. Okay, now I can show. Oh, now Jamie's gone. This is my picture. Can you see how three-dimensional? Oops. It's like a 3D dragonfly. I want to practice that and get that on my face. Yeah. I know. It's crazy. Just keeping up with the people that you really want to watch and learn from, and then the people that you enjoy. And my list grows more and more every day. And I love to support everybody. I wish I had like 48 hours in a day. I think I'd be good with that. But then they probably make us work longer if we did that. Yes, Adrian, it's going to be a 3D dragonfly. I don't know if the picture came across really well. I know it's hard sometimes to see those things, but let's see. I'm trying not to. I've got lighting that's a glare. I know I do. Okay, I think that's the picture I've got right there, and that's not a real dragonfly. That's a photo, or no, that's a tattoo with the 3D.
Is that the one we're doing?
Yeah, that's the top one you sent, and I really like that one. I just got to figure out how to get it on my face.
You want a tattoo on your face?
No, I want to paint this on my face.
I know.
No tattoos. No, I'm a wimp. I don't know if you knew that about me, Jamie, but I'm a wimp.
You don't have any tattoos?
No, I don't. When I was younger, it wasn't as you know how it's just kind of a basic, everybody's kind of got some type of art that has meaning to them on their body. I do not have anything but ear piercings. And
I have I don't know if you can see it. This one is my older son's, I think, yeah, my older son's name that way. It says Robbie.
I
don't know if it's backwards in the camera, but
it's backwards, I think.
It says Robbie. And then if you turn it upside down, it's my younger son's name, Jaron.
Oh, yeah, Jaron, yeah.
And then on my foot, I have stars with their initials in it. And then the whole right side of my back is their footprints from their birth certificates, walking up my back with their name, birth dates, and then going around it, it says, no matter whether near or far apart, a child always leaves a footprint on their mother's heart.
Yeah.
And then on my back of my left calf, I like a tribal butterfly. So 3 out of my 4 tattoos are my boys.
Yeah. I know that's really pretty too, the message. No matter whether we're far apart. I like that. That's pretty.
Yeah, I want more. I know I want more, but I had a tattoo guy that was amazing. Mm-hmm. And like I used to do purse parties, and he he was at the point where he was just doing like friends tattoos, but he was so good. I mean, like he needed to be in a tattoo parlor. So to get his
Mama. Hey, frugal mama.
what do you call it, confidence,
Uh-huh.
he would do purse parties with me. Like it's a 2-for-1 kind of thing. You book a purse party and the tattoo guy comes with, and it's to the point where like I was booking parties because of him, he was booking parties because of me.
Well,
And then he lost where he was living and he had to move to New York, and there went my tattoo guy in.
oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
But it's been a long time since my last one, but I'm still addicted. Like I still want a lot more.
Do you? I've heard that once you get one, and they're beautiful. I mean, who doesn't want art on their body? It was
My
never.
youngest, he just turned 20. He has a lot more than I do.
Oh yeah.
Ozzy has one. He has my name on him.
Yeah.
He has my name like on the inside of his arm.
Uh-huh.
And then a paintbrush because I like to draw.
That's cute.
Me and Jaren fight all the time. I'm like, you have everybody's name but me on you.
Hey, that's not right,
I
Jaren.
know.
If you're watching, Jaren, that's not right.
Not right, Jaren.
That's right.
I have his name 3 times on me.
Hi, Fantastic Travels.
Hi, Fantastic Travels. I have a few butterflies tattooed. They're all having meanings. Oh, that's awesome. I heard, like, that was another idea I wanted to get them.
Mm-hmm.
A butterfly, and then
Tiffany.
the wings the color of me and my kids' birthstones.
Okay.
Good morning, Tiffany.
Adrian has 20 tattoos. I did not know that, Adrian. I've seen your pictures and
I don't remember seeing one.
yeah. Because I follow you on Instagram and I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to your YouTube channel, but I don't think you do videos, Adrian.
All mine are hideable. I mean, because I used to be a nurse, I didn't want them. I wanted to be able to cover them up. Because even though you're not supposed to, like, they're not supposed to be able to judge you for a job because of your tattoos.
Yeah,
They
right.
do. They
Yeah.
do.
They judge you on everything. Fantastic has a few butterflies tattooed. They all have meaning. See, yes, I totally get that. I'm just so old that when you would get a tattoo, you were considered a bad, you were one of the bad kids.
Good morning, JoJo. My mom,
Hey, Joe.
and she's like 66.
Yeah.
She has a tattoo, but hers makes me laugh because it's a tramp stamp.
Oh,
My 66-year-old mother has a tramp stamp.
was she one of the bad kids when she was younger?
No, she got it after we were grown up. Like she got them after my kids were born.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mom, of all places, a tramp stamp? Like, you're 66.
66. As long as tattoos aren't offensive, you should be able to work anywhere, Tiffany, but people are judging.
They're gonna, I mean, it all depends on the person hiring. If they got tattoos galore too, then they might pick you because you have the tattoos. I mean, people aren't supposed to judge for jobs, but they do. They do.
Yeah. I had to change. The first time I got laid off, it was like 2008. And I had to put a resume in at the unemployment office. And I changed I didn't change my name, but instead of Crystal, I put Chris on my applications. So I would get calls because I'm an electrician, right? So one of the places calls me and they go, "Hello, we're looking for Chris Johnson." I said, "This is her." And they were like, "Oh."
Oh, they didn't hire you because you were a girl.
Yes. So they tried to talk me out of the job basically. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to work for these people anyways. So.
No. I mean, it doesn't. They're not supposed to be able to like judge you because of piercings, but they do. Then they judge you on everything. Even though they're not able to, they do.
Color of your hair.
Like you just said, They didn't want to give you the job because you were a girl.
Mm-hmm. No, there's all different things that they judge on.
But you have to be able to prove that that's why. I mean, in order to.
And it's not easy to do that, I will tell you.
I'm just getting my paints out.
Are you? I have such a mess here. I haven't been in my room since we went, since we were live on, was it Friday? We were live last Friday.
I think Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm just in between these. I'm still trying to organize a storage thing I got in.
Oh yeah, your new storage.
Yeah. So I'm like half in this, half in other stuff, half all over the place. Oh gosh.
Oh, Fantastic has had some issues too. That's, I know there's a stigma that but it's getting better. It's getting better. You don't see people with different color hair. Well, at least I don't. Like in the 80s, no, a different color hair wasn't really in the 80s. We had all kind of weird hairstyles, but we didn't get tattoos.
Piercings were a big thing in my job, but only because I worked in a nursing home with residents, and I don't blame them. Residents like they're like kids when they get to, like when they have dementia and Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
They're like kids. They want to pull out your jewelry, and it will hurt you. It doesn't. It's not that they're not hiring you because of the piercings,
Yeah.
but they can't stop these residents from doing what they're going to do. And
right, and you don't want to get out. Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine having like a lip ring or a nose ring and then yank it out? Like, that's physical and painful.
Well, and I know some people that happened to, and that just, oof.
I mean, even when I worked there, we had to take our earrings out. So could you imagine being told you have to take out all your piercings every day for work?
Yeah. Well,
because I know with body piercings, a lot of them, you have to keep them in or they can close up.
Hey, Granny's Beats. Yeah.
Hi, Granny's Beats.
Yeah, I have to keep mine in, or which one? I think this ear will close up. One of them doesn't, and one of them closes up. It's a strange issue I have with my ear. Greetings, welcome. We're gonna do, I want to do a 3D dragonfly, and James is gonna help me. Ooh. So excited.
I think because of actually, I don't know why I'm getting my paints out. I think because of how detailed it is, I think I'm just gonna talk to you about it.
Do it. Yeah.
Because I think it would be hard for both of us to do it with me talking and trying. Just because of the time we have, you mean?
I don't have to work today.
You don't work today?
We can stay on till noon if everybody's interested in staying. Let's see. When I worked at Electronics Express, several men would say they needed to talk to a man. Oh, luckily I had a cool manager that would tell them I had been. That's great, Joe, because it's great when you can get that support. And I've had that happen too, where I've gotten support. But sometimes when management doesn't support you, it just makes your job horrible. But yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about, Joe.
Hey, Dave. How are you?
Sup? What's up? Good morning. I have been up, Jamie, since 6 o'clock.
Really?
I know, that's weird for me, right?
Well, I didn't go to bed until like 3-ish. And then I was up at 6:30. I was up again at 7:30. And I kind of stayed awake at 7:30 because we have like a metal guy coming to get a whole bunch of metal stuff today, so we had to make sure we got it out before he got here.
Yeah.
So, and I wanted to get it out before we went live.
Right.
So I probably got like 3-ish hours of sleep.
I got enough sleep, but I had to get up this morning because I started my TNR in my neighborhood. I took 2 kitties to get fixed.
What's TNR?
Trap, neuter, return. They're going to stay. Keith won't let me bring them all in the house. There's like 8 of them. But I'm allowed to get them fixed and feed them. So we're working on how to get that hooked up.
Oh, that's awesome of you.
Oh, Dave's
Good
listening.
morning, Camille.
Hi, Camille.
How are you? Well, thank you for being here, Dave.
Getting ready for work. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming and listening to us.
Yeah.
So should I just, either way, should I just still like work? Because it's kind of detailed, this one.
This one is detailed. Can you, I want to start, I know I eventually want to be able to do this, but today I'm sure I won't get like this. Can we start with some simple, like with this, what do you think would be easiest to start with? Like if you're teaching me how to get it to look like this, how to get it this cool, how
Let
would
me, I just turned my phone on. Let me look at it real.
Okay. Hey,
Good
Mr.
morning, Mr.
J.
J.
Adrian want to be an electrician. That is so cool, Adrian. I love being an electrician.
My dad is an electrician technician. He never really like expressed that he wanted me to do that, but I didn't want to do that, but I learned a lot from him being one.
Right. You kind of like absorb it. My dad was a mechanic, and I got the fix it bug from him, but I did not want to be a mechanic. Too dirty. Electricians get dirty too, but mechanics get dirtier.
57.
Oh, go ahead.
Wow.
Oh, that's a lot, Joe. I'm just starting. We've had a cat for the last few years. I know she's had kittens because she's had them in my shed. And before I can get to them to take them into the shelter, she snatches them up and I don't know where she takes them. So she stopped having babies in my shed because I was going to take them and get them adopted. And
How much does it cost to do all that?
it's expensive. It is expensive. We are so much alike. Yeah, you are the sweetest, Joe. And you do great makeup too. I love your makeup looks. Yeah.
Right, let me look at the picture.
So we've got like 8 or 10 cats right now. I took 2 in today, and then Monday they've got room for and they said this is because it's the feral spring weather. Crystal, you really electrician? Yes. Oh no. Yes, I have not been electrocuted, but I have been shocked. I have been shocked. And then one time I didn't get shocked because I wasn't grounded, but I hit some 440 with my channel locks and they flew across the room. I was lucky and I didn't get hurt, but
Which one are we doing? The top picture or one of the bottom two?
the top one I like the best. The one where it looks like it's wrapping around the arm right there. Let me show.
I would start, I always pretty much start with an outline. You would do the shadowing last.
Okay. And I got white today to outline in.
Okay. Yeah, whatever feels most comfortable to you. I usually would start with the wings, then do the tail. You could start with it's a pretty big body. Whatever's most comfortable to you, but I would outline, just like a light outline. Because I have a feeling with the detail, you're probably going to go over the outline multiple times.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. I will. I didn't know you had that done, Joe. I'm glad that that's working for you and you're feeling better. I thought about that, but I ended up having to have a total removal.
When was that, Joe? So the cats that you took in, how long do you have to
I took them in at 7. They loaded them up, and now I have to pick them up between 4:30 and 5.
But you can't just release them, right? Because they're gonna have an
They're
incision.
going to need some care for 1 or 2 days. I'm not exactly sure. They're going to let me know the aftercare. But yeah, since it's warmer, we kept them in the garage for a day because we caught them yesterday. And I dropped a like. I'll come by from time to time if that's yes,
That
that would
would
be
be wonderful, Dave.
great.
Thank you.
Yes.
It can be expensive. I'm lucky that I.
Right, because you don't know if the feral cats are pregnant or not. I asked them about that because I've had that happen before when I took them to a vet, and yeah,
What's feral?
those are the wild cats that I'm trying to catch. They're called feral cats.
But I'm like, you said about releasing them. You can't just release them, right? You have to.
I'm still going to have to care for them for a couple days, but that just means keeping them in the cage, making sure they got food and water. They don't have to be in the house. They're going to be in the garage. But I did get them all flea treated. And Joe, what do you think about that? Do you think they need to be flea treated if you're just going to let them back out in the yard? I got them flea treated because I thought I'd have to keep them in my house. Oh, very
I
recent.
hope you feel better really soon, Joe.
Yeah, I
It's
hope
got to
so.
be painful. I've never had that done, but it's got to be painful.
Um, I'm going to do just a really rough outline of you know what? I wanted to put makeup down as a base. So I'm going to do that, which reminds me I need to put primer on anyways. So,
We had a dog. Dogs are different, right? Because dogs actually go by weight when you get them fixed.
I don't know. Mine are usually fixed when I get mine from the rescue. So, I'm not sure.
Yeah, because
I mean, I'm not sure how they do dogs. I'm sure it's different. I just don't know the details of getting dogs
I
fixed.
think for a female dog, it starts out at like $300, but it also goes by the weight. The bigger they are, the more expensive it is.
Oh, yeah, that sounds possible. Yeah.
Hi,
Could be.
Hippie Dippy 89.
Hi.
Good morning.
Feral cats are humans. Yeah, they do. Yeah. We got some of the trap neuter return cages, you know, the ones where they go in, they eat the food and it shuts. And so that's how we caught them. Yeah.
And while you're caring for them, they have to be in different cages too, right? Because they don't
Yeah.
necessarily get along with each other.
They're gonna give me the cages back so I can catch more cats, and that's where they'll recuperate. So I'm trying to hook up. We got some empty bins. I'm trying to hook up some little holders that'll be a little more comfortable than a cage. Yeah.
Do they seem like they're mean?
You know, once I got them, when you first catch them, it was scary because they were running back and forth. And we had a black cat escape 3 times.
Feral cats, I guess. Treat it for 1 month because they will.
Okay. She said her vet has a set rate on dogs and cats. Yeah. The reason I went to the Humane Society was because they were feral cats and I was hoping it wouldn't cost as much. That's what we plan to do, Adrian. And you know, if anybody got hurt or injured, we would take them to the vet. Stray cat. Oh, different prices on female. Oh, okay. Yeah, on different between the spay and the neuter.
I think where I live, though, people either buy them as inside cats and then they change their mind, or they buy them to keep the mice away. But then, like, from being outside.
Yeah.
There's one house where they all kind of hover.
Uh-huh.
So I don't even think I could get them up this way to try to help them. when you drive by this one lady's house, you see them all sitting outside somewhere, and you got to be careful because they also cross the street by her house. Like I think she has a bunch of outdoor food because you'll see a ton of them around her house.
Yeah, she's probably feeding them, and then stray cats or outdoor cats' lifespan is a lot shorter than an indoor cat's lifespan because of the possibility of getting hit by a car.
But the development that I live in,
Mm-hmm.
they're actually increasing the dues to get them fixed. Like the whole community is paying to,
Well,
I guess, kind of do what you're doing in a way.
wow.
I don't know who the designated person taking care of them when they have it done, but it was in the letter when we got our payment to make our due payments,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like the whole development's paying more so that it gets done.
Wow. Yeah, I wish they would do that here because then it would, be spread out. But I paid I don't remember. I'd have to look at the receipt, but I paid a lot for those who, not as much as if I took them to the vet though. Yeah, the Humane Society is cheaper than the vet. And then the ones I catch for Monday, they're doing a feral cat. They want anybody who's got a colony to start collecting them because they're going to spay and neuter them for $9 a cat. But they want the feral ones. They're not doing like if it's your house cat. It's got to be a feral one. Kitten, they decided.
Maybe you could put something out there. Do they have meetings where you live? Like, is there a...
No, I don't. I just live in a city. I don't live in like they have a what is it called? Like you said, you have a development
community. Yeah, we live in like a development, a community.
Yeah,
like we have dues because we have like pools in the lake, and like there's amenities where I live, so we have dues every year, and if certain things need to get done,
they take care of those.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Hold on.
We lived in the country. People drop them. Yes. Yeah. I live in the city, but I'm on the outskirts of the city. So I'm between the city and the country a little bit. It's quiet where I live. And yeah, I believe that's what happens out here too. But I know we have a cat making babies too. She's not fixed. And I don't know where she goes, but she's not fixed. Hey, Donna. No, let me say it again. Hey, Dana. Hey, Dana. I will get it right one day. Hello, how are you? I'm just doing my base right now, and we're going to do a dragonfly. We're going to work on a dragonfly. We're going to be here till 12 today because I don't have to go to work.
Somebody has off.
I know. Even though like catching the cats is kind of work. But
I think I'm going to do a look with you. I'm just not going to do what you're doing because it's too much. But at least if I do something, just something, I can stop and start whenever I want.
I was going to say, because usually you end up talking to me and then you're not able to finish your face.
And I'm just going to start doing something and see how it turns out.
But I'm really liking the 3D stuff. So eventually I'd like to get better at it. So that's where my mind is at right now. Because the ladybugs were so cute. The one I sent you, the 3D ladybugs, you caught yourself. Yeah. I'm glad you're doing good, Dana. I'm glad you're doing good.
Good morning, Dana. I'm glad you're doing good. Today is not a bad day, actually. I woke up and my stomach isn't as bad as normal.
Well, that's
which to me, and not as bad is good.
Absolutely. Chronic pain, when you get a day that you can actually do stuff, is a good day. HOA, Joe said. Yeah, I don't have an HOA. I'm just a city/country girl.
I'm just in here looking at pictures of things I could do.
Okay. But yeah, so if you wanna work on the dragonfly in sections, that might be better for this project. Say it's gonna take 2 or 3 times for me to actually get it that nice. And so
On me or on you?
on me.
Okay. That's what I thought you meant.
Yeah. You probably could do it in one time. I cannot.
So which section do you want me to start you out with?
I don't know. I want you to teach me, Miss Jamie. On the spot. On the spot.
We're gonna start with the wings.
Okay. I
And
will.
then you can do the shading on the wings and the shading, the shadow behind the wings.
Okay.
Because if you can do the shadow of the wings, the shadow of the tail and the body are nothing.
Okay.
It's the wings that kind of are shading, just like the shading on the shadow of the wings is kind of just like almost the shading on the wings.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Does
should I
that
try
make
to
sense?
draw the whole thing in white or just the wings? Just worry about the wings.
Well, you said sections, so if I was gonna
Yeah.
start you, I would
Okay.
start you out with the wings first, because the rest of it, I don't think you'd have a hard time doing if you can do the wings.
Okay. That's where I'm going right now, to the wings.
Thank you, Mr. J. Thank you, Dana.
Yeah, I'm gonna have trouble with that, getting them even.
Getting out of bed without like wanting to keep on going back to sleep because my stomach's killing me.
Yeah.
I love the smell of this primer, the number 7 airbrush away.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, and I can't even explain it. It just smells, I love it.
It's just delicious.
It doesn't smell like a food, but yet it doesn't smell like a perfume. I think it just has like that fresh, clean smell. The dragonfly is weird though, because you have like the small one in the front, and then on the other side you have a small one in the back.
I know. I noticed that. Is that part of the 3-dimensional?
Well, if you look at the pictures below it, yeah, I mean the wings are the same, top, bottom, both sides, but the one on the right side of the one on the bottom,
Uh-huh.
that's almost kind of just like the one on the top, just different colors. You see that?
Let me open that up. Yeah, I see the
The small
okay.
and big opposite. The tail's a little bit more
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
rigid,
it's like,
but it's almost the same. Just the color scheme is different.
yeah, I see it. There's the opposite. There's the large ones are opposite and the skinny ones are opposite. I
Yeah.
never seen a real dragonfly just sitting there, always flying when I see them. So,
To ever see a wing.
right.
Okay, Dana.
Okay. We'll be here. We're going to be here till noon. Is that okay, Jamie? We're going to be here till noon today.
Yeah, that's fine. I got this in some kind of subscription box. I don't even remember.
What's the
I
number
just threw
7?
it across the room. Huh?
The number 7 you got in a subscription box?
Yeah, I don't even know where you buy number 7 stuff.
I've heard Walgreens, but I've never tried anything from number 7. Adrian hasn't either.
I hear good things about it,
Mm-hmm.
Until you just said Walgreens, I would have never known where to even go get number 7. I
Oh,
always thought it was like an Ulta or Sephora or something.
you know, Ulta has the skincare. I don't think they have the makeup. I know Walgreens has all the number 7 makeup. I've seen it and I've heard good things about it, but
It's costly though, isn't it?
it's for drugstore. It's a little the skincare is expensive, but the makeup is not. But
Oh,
for the
really?
quality, let's see. Joe says everything she's tried is wonderful, but number 7 is yeah, for drugstore, it's high. Yeah, at Walgreens. But I heard that the powder, like their translucent powder, is comparable to the Charlotte Tilbury powder. And
Oh, really?
I've heard that from like Risa Does Makeup. I don't know if you guys know who she is. She's really sweet, but she's one of the bigger YouTubers. She's one of the
I
only
wonder
ones.
why their skincare is pricey and not pricey, but the makeup isn't.
Well, the makeup, it's for drugstore, it's pricey, but it's for like what you get at Sephora and stuff, it's not as expensive as Sephora. Does that make any sense, Jamie? I'm still waking up. Coffee, more coffee, need more coffee.
It makes sense.
Oh. But yeah, I've been looking at it. I try to draw them, and the wings always get me. Okay. So that's good. We're working on the wings first. I'm doing them white, and then I'll probably do a little darker, and then I'm not going to do them in black until very last. Because, like Jamie said, I'm going to have to do it a couple times to get it the way I like it. So this one is big. Oops, I need to go back to my other picture. Okay. And then this one is going to be fat. Huh. That one is so cool though, Jamie. That one you sent me, that looks
Well,
like
you said that you were comparing it to the butterfly. The what are they called?
the ladybug.
Ladybug.
Hmm.
And you said you couldn't find any that weren't cartoony. And then I just typed in 3D um dragonfly face paint looks, and they came up. So I just wanted to make sure that these are what you were talking about and not.
Oh, the tip. See, I put in the dragonfly, but then I put dragonfly and then 3D. Maybe that's what I did wrong. But I didn't see any tattoo stuff come up. I didn't see anything like the pictures you sent me. Nothing.
Because right away you were like, yes. And I'm like, oh, that was the first picture I sent you, and you're like, yes. I was like, okay, good.
That's
We're doing
exactly what I was looking for. A
it. Well,
lot
it
of
reminded me of the ladybug picture.
mm-hmm. And that's cute too. I'd like to do that eventually, but I knew the dragonfly was going to be
Oh, thank you, Mr. J.
it's original. The dragonfly, I couldn't find a lot of face paint, and I'm like, well, maybe this is something we should look at because I don't see it anywhere.
What made you think of dragonfly?
I just think they're pretty, you know,
I do too.
and they have the iridescent quality, green and blue, and sometimes pink and purple. Yeah, I loved her St. Patrick's Day look, Mr. J. It was so cool, right? Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
it was
I was afraid of putting the St. Patrick's one up.
really.
Yeah, because the person that I got it from, she had the hat and the green wig, and like she was very decked out. And when I finished mine, I didn't have the hat, I didn't have the hair. So I was like, is this even really St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah, it still was. Yeah.
Well, I put the shamrock on, and I forget, I did something else. I tried to, I think it's because it had that green vibe, but I was just afraid it wasn't very St. Patty's Day.
Oh, I think it was. I think it was awesome. So
Thank you. But I'm always afraid to put my stuff up.
I know, but it doesn't have to be exactly like hers because it's inspired, right?
Well, it wasn't. It was. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't exactly like hers. There was different things,
Okay, I have, I think, the base done of
but
the.
it was a lot. Like it was one of the looks I've done that was most like the person who did it. That's why I put her link
Yeah,
on Instagram and in my on YouTube in the description area because I didn't want to get that close and not give her credit for it.
right. I do that even when I mention people, I try to put them in my description box too. Like if I mention you in one of my videos, you'll be in the description box. Anybody I get information from, I try to do that.
Because usually I try taking like several looks and putting them together and then adding my own spin. I don't
Yeah.
usually just stick to like one look and that's it. I try to mix a whole bunch.
Mhm. Yeah. So when it's inspired, I get it. So when it's since you used her specifically, then you wanted to credit her. I understand that. That's just good YouTubing.
YouTubing.
YouTubing. Okay.
Let
Now,
me see where you are. Oh, that looks good.
whoops. Yep. I tried to do the big, the
No, you
op.
did really good at this. I can see it and it looks good.
I did the little here and the big here. And now I'm curious. I want to see a real dragonfly and see if it's supposed to be like
I
that.
was
Do you
gonna say, why don't you add the body and the tail? Even if you just work on the wings, at least that way you can see it.
Okay.
I mean, that's up to you if you want, but
Well, this is just the rough sketch. So I'm going to do the body. Oh, it went away. The body is here because it's already kind of. And I thought I would do it bigger too because I did get compliments on my last face art when we did the by the eye, the butterfly, was it?
oh yeah,
Uh,
you went to work that way, didn't you?
yeah, the one guy who saw it the week before, the only guy who noticed it, said, "Oh, that's cool too." I said, "Yeah, thank you."
I wonder if he's like, oh, now we can see the girl coming out like at work, like because being the only girl one at work, and now they're like, oh, now she's starting makeup.
Yeah, he's one of the nicer guys. He's married. Usually the good guys that are married, they usually um
Are nicer.
yeah, because they're like friends with their wives. They're not just married to be married. So,
Now, would you go to work today with this size on your face?
yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would. Especially since I did my base already. And then I got a new mascara.
Thank you, Mr. J.
Mm, yes, she does. Yes. I liked the Grinch too. The Grinch when you did the Grinch. I like that one too.
The only, I hated that one picture, and I got the most like comments on that one where I growled my teeth. Like,
Yeah, I thought it was cute.
I was
Yes.
like, I have to do it because the Grinch kind of turns his face to the side. I mean, like, so I kind of had to do something with the mouth.
Yeah, it was cute. Okay, now I'm gonna pull out my teeny brushes. I got my itsy bitsy brushes here.
I have mine already out of the sink. I have them in that holder you sent me.
Uh,
I can never get these things back on them.
the plastic things. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Seems like
only
whenever I try to put them back on, hairs will get caught down and then they'll stay. I'm afraid they'll stay that way. So I never can get them back on.
just get it wet. I usually just lick my finger. I know that's weird, but I get it wet first and then I try. And the only ones I put back in are these really long ones. These, well, it's very light. You can't really see it, but the
I
really
think
long,
that's one of the
skinny,
ones I have.
yeah, those are the only ones I put back in. And then I, of course, have to have my glasses on.
Hmm. It's like sewing a needle.
Courtney Cooks and More.
Good morning.
Me?
How are you doing this morning? See, I can't do a look and talk. I'm not capable of talking.
It's harder than you think, right? When you're watching people talk on YouTube, it's harder to talk and do stuff at the same time. It really is.
It is, and I'm always told that I can't, how is it said? I can't walk and chew gum at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
I get told that you can't walk and chew gum at the same time if you like the pen. I'm like, I could too. I guess I can't.
Hey, Courtney, good morning to you too. I can't remember who it was that said, I can't remember. They said that to get comfortable with that, I think it was a comment in one of my videos, is when you're putting makeup on and you're not in front of the camera, just start talking to yourself and then it'll start to come naturally. So I'm getting better at it, but I'm still, I still have my stuff. I still am not perfect.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, that was a good one too. I know you didn't like that one either, Jamie, but that one was really good.
Thank you. It's nice to hear the ones people like. Because even though I've done so many since, I always use the scar picture.
Uh-huh.
And I'm wondering if I should change it up. That was like one of my very first ones too, was Scar,
Yeah.
the Lion King.
I don't think it would hurt to change it. Do you know what I mean?
How did that happen? My phone just went from like 55% down to 10.
Uh-oh. Is it that cable still?
Yeah. Yeah, because the other one, the one that you got me, I want to use that box because I know those are really good boxes. But the cord that you sent me is a USB, and you can only put USBs in that box. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And the cord that comes with the phone is a C, so you can't like.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize, or no, that's why I sent the charger too. But the
Yeah.
cord I sent you was from the $5 store, so you do want to get a better cord for.
Oh, I know. It's just that now I don't know how, because I want to use that box because my kids always had those boxes. And when I bought this phone, that's the first time they ever sent both sides being C, not one being a USB.
Mine is like that too, and I'm surprised since yours is not an Apple. It's a Samsung. My because my Apple computer, my Mac came with a C to C.
Yeah, but I have a hard time transferring pictures because it comes with a C to a C. You can't plug a C to a C in the computer.
Right, you have to purchase a C to a USB, which I sent you. I don't, and like I said, I thought it
Well,
would.
I'm glad you sent me that because now I think I can transfer them to the computer. And the
That,
funny thing is I was trying to transfer pictures the night before that came in the mail. And I'm like, now I have to get a cord so I can plug it into the computer. And the next day I got the box from you. I'm like,
yeah,
oh my God, how did she know? Like, how did she know I
yeah,
needed to get something that could go into the computer?
yeah. So that might really work for what you said for transferring pictures, even if it's not helping with the charging. But yeah. Let's see. Adrian, I need to get back to recording, but sometimes Adrian, my anxiety gets the best of me too. And if as long as I take my meds, I'm okay. But sometimes it just does. So, especially if you're not feeling it.
I'll be right back. He left and it sounds like there's somebody in my driveway. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. Courtney says she knows what you mean. Yeah. Just sometimes it doesn't matter what. If your anxiety is high, you just can't.
And
Yeah.
depending on what the video is about,
Mm-hmm.
you might think it's harder than it is, and your anxiety level gets up because you don't want to mess up.
Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to be too perfect when I first started, and that really raised my anxiety. I have a little bit of that perfectionist
Editing gets my
OCD stuff.
anxiety going.
What'd you say, Jane?
Editing gets my anxiety going.
What does?
Editing?
Oh, see, now editing doesn't bother me as much as the recording, because when I record and I screw up, I can edit all that out. You guys, I know I edit sometimes way too much, but I like the lives because we don't have to edit, you know, it just is what it is. And so I do enjoy the lives because we're actually talking to you guys. You know, I'm talking to Jamie and talking to people in the chat. Seeing you do Scar was cool, but seeing how you pulled off the tin. Oh, yeah, the Tin Man was great too. Yeah, she's so talented. I don't know why I don't know. But yeah, let's keep complimenting her, Mr. J, and maybe we can get that confidence up. Because if she wasn't awesome, I would not have her teach me how to do it, you know? Okay, so what color? I'm going to use this purple next. I think it will be a little bit darker than this color here. And I need to push this here because okay. Hi, Shirley's Beauty Shack. I know how to do that stuff, Adrian. I've been thinking about doing some videos. I know a lot of people do editing videos though. So I know Bethany from One Busy Mama does them. Oh, Jamie is really good with face art. She is awesome. That's why I have her teaching me. But I think that's Jamie's phone. Was there somebody in your driveway, Jamie?
No.
Okay.
I could have sworn that there was.
What did I do?
But he just got home, so I thought it might have been the person coming to get the medal.
Oh, yeah.
But when I muted the video, he said that the guy's sister was in a car accident and had to get life flighted. So he's not coming today.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm really worried about this person. I don't even know the person, but he said I can't make it today, that my sister was just going to car accident and they had to get life flighted. Is that what it's called? Life flighted?
Yeah, that's when they bring the helicopter in. That's when you're in serious condition and you got to get to the hospital right away. She's ready to see what she's doing. Oh, what Jamie's going to be doing.
Well, I was thinking about doing this look, but I didn't know if you wanted to do this look together, or I could do a different version of this. Here, I'll show you. That one.
Oh, that is so cool. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Do you want me to save this one for me and you?
If you want to do it, let's see. If you want,
I mean, there's different versions of it. Like, there's the half a face.
I like with the finger. That's the cool part, right? Because it looks like that's part of the
look. And then there's this one.
Oh, now I have seen that one. I've saved that one too for when we get a chance to get to it.
And then there's this one, which is kind of like color on the top and then
black and white. I like that too. That's cool. You have way more.
There's a lot of looks that I have saved for me and you. So I don't know what to do by myself.
Go ahead and do the first one you said. Do that first one you showed. Because if you really like it, then we can still do it together and then just change it up a little bit, however you want to change it up.
Okay, I'll do it then.
I'm cool with that.
Okay. But I figured the look wasn't like too hard, that I could still talk and work.
Yeah.
Hi, Christy love. How are you? I
Hi,
found a new
Christy. Video cam. You can record and then pause and then pick the video back up, and it's helped so much. Oh, that's cool, Courtney. I'm gonna have to check that out too.
Yeah, me too. I don't edit too much. It's just that like when I do looks live, it's not too bad because we're talking while we're doing the looks. But when I do a video and it turns out to be 45 minutes, I don't expect anybody to sit there and watch for 45 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I can't watch that long of a video.
I don't know. I agree, Joe. And that's why I like the speed up thing. You can still see it being done, just in a lot shorter time. But you can see if if I have to erase half my look, you can still see that I did that. You can turn nowadays with these apps and stuff, you can turn a 40-minute video into like a 10-minute video, sometimes even shorter. And that's the only one I want to edit. The only thing I want to do editing is what I can't do editing, which is the speed up. It wants to either speed up the entire thing or nothing at all. I've tried cutting out that section that I want speeded up, and it'll take, like, if anything, it won't even speed up that part. It'll speed up another part.
My dog is barking. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but yeah. You didn't send me the app you used, Jamie. I need to get that from you so I can see.
Oh, I thought I did. Okay.
Or if you did, I didn't see it. I'll check.
I'll resend it.
Yeah, I don't edit as much as I used to because I'm not trying to be perfect anymore. I had to get over that. But when I first started doing videos, man, I cut those babies up every and I cut it all up. But I was putting myself out trying to be perfect. So now I don't edit everything out. I just mostly add stickers, and then I cut out. I try to make them shorter, and sometimes I speed them up.
Before I start, do you mind if I step to the side for like 2 minutes?
I do not mind at all.
Okay, the pad just dropped. Oh, thank you so much for stopping by. That was really nice. I hope you come back again.
It was great to see you, Pure Lottie. Great to see you.
I like watching unedited, and I've always liked my videos to be unedited. But like I said, I don't expect anybody to sit there and watch 40 minutes.
Yes, and I know I can't watch 40 minutes, so I'm not going to make my videos. I try to keep them under 15, and I think the minimum is 8, so anywhere between 9 and 15 minutes, I try to keep them right there because I can't watch a video longer than that.
No, like I don't know if you've ever seen, but like some of my video thumbnails will say on there, please watch in 2x speed.
Oh.
I write that on the thumbnail because I know it's long and I don't want people to have to sit there that long. And I don't expect anybody to. I mean, but like if you actually want to sit there and watch the look, please don't watch it for 45 minutes. I mean, like, because you can go up to on the 3 dots. I don't know if you guys know it, but when you're watching a video, there's those 3 dots. If you tap the screen, the 3 dots will appear and you can change the speed. I forget what's the highest or the fastest you can watch it, and I think it's 2x.
Yeah, I think it is.
but I'll write it on my thumbnails. If it's like a 45-minute video, I'll write on my thumbnails, please watch in 2x speed.
I've seen that before. That's probably where I've seen it, is on your video.
Because like I think the one of them I think was the peacock look.
Oh, did that one take a while?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was mostly the tail that took forever.
It was so worth it though, right? It turned out really good.
I liked how my eye was the peacock's eye. I think that's what I liked about it. But I wish I had, because I didn't have any paint at all. I didn't have any face paint when I did that look. So everything was makeup and eyeliner.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I would have had some of the, because like, where is it? Like now I have gold face paint in this palette. Like that would have been better in the peacock look. And like the teal. And I wish I would have had this thing when I did that look, because the tail would have been more vibrant.
Oh, yeah.
And to me, the tail on that peacock was just, I don't know. I didn't like it because it just wasn't vibrant enough for me. But I will be right back in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
You can still talk to me. I'm just going to be off to the side.
Okay, I will. If you're still here, Pure Lottie, thank you. And I will see you later. And let's see. You don't have to pay to go live, Adrian. If you use StreamYard's free app. And one thing you can do is when you use the StreamYard, you can drop a link and you can have people come up with you, the free version. And that would make it less, you would have less anxiety, because the first time I went live, I went with Jamie. So if you have somebody that can go live with you when you want to go live and you can bring them up, yeah, that's a good way to do it. And that helps with the anxiety too. So you don't have to pay. You can get free apps. Yeah, Courtney, the speed up option. Yep. She said, thank you for sharing that, Jamie.
What?
The how to speed up the video when you're watching it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that goes for any. If you have a 10-minute video that you want to watch faster, you remember how you guys were saying it's getting hard? The more friends you have, the more it's getting harder to watch their videos.
Yes, it is.
If you watch it in 2x speed, the people still get the time for watching it. It's still the same as if you watch it at regular speed.
Really? I thought that you didn't get it as well.
No, you're still watching the video in its entirety.
Okay.
So it might be a way to keep caught up and also help your friends watching their, you mean?
I didn't know that, Jamie. I thought it would affect their watch time. Yes. That's good. No, because
the video you're still watching from beginning to end.
Okay.
What hurts the video is if you watch like the first 2 minutes and then you skip all the way to the end. That hurts. Well, it doesn't hurt, but it's not helping them either.
But if you just speed up, you're actually watching the whole video and they still get all the credits.
Yep.
Yeah. Char's Fashion Nation is here. Hi, Char.
Hi, Char. I'll be right back. I'm here. I'm just off to the side for a minute.
Jamie's here. She'll be back in just a minute. Free StreamYard, you can have up to 6 people and you get 20 hours a month. I use 3.
Well, now you can have up to 10 people on StreamYard.
Now, we're talking about the free version. Jamie, can you do that on the free version?
Yeah, but you can only go up to 20 hours a month.
Yeah. Okay.
You can still have all the people on there, but you just can't go over 20 hours. Then they'll want you to pay if you want to stay on more that month.
That's great info, Joe. She said she's got 3 email addresses, so she can go 20 hours 3 times on the free version with the 3 different emails. And then
if you go live with somebody else, you can use their 20 hours and vice versa.
Yep. And then if you drop the link in your you drop the link in your comment section, and then those people can come up with you on your live. I didn't know how to thank you for the info. The StreamYard is free. You can get the free version or you can pay for it, but I always start with the free version. So get StreamYard for
20 hours is actually a lot.
It is. It is a lot.
Unless you go live every day, 20 hours could last you a month.
Yes. Yes.
Especially like Shar says she has 3 emails. Well, then she's got 60 hours.
Oh, that's Joe. Joe's got the 3 emails.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said Shar said it.
No, Joe said that. But Shar said, I'm going to go back just a little bit to see what she said.
I mean, Joe has 60 hours. She doesn't need to pay.
Right. Right.
Unless you want like the green screen and the added bonuses. There's not much that you're missing out on with the free version. Unless
Okay.
you're very like tech savvy and you want all that, then you have to pay.
Yeah. Shar says she sometimes goes on her friend Robin's live panel. Yeah. Yeah. And you can do that with no extra cost.
Actually, as soon as I come back, I'm going to give you guys a secret.
Okay. We like secrets, Jamie. Absolutely.
And you guys are going to love this one. So I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. Don't get mad at me.
We're not mad. Take your time. You're still talking to us. We like that. Adrian, I would start with the free. Absolutely. Start with the free, because then what if you don't like it? You don't want to pay for that. Christy Love said, take good care, everyone. Are you leaving us, Christy? Have a good day. Okay, so my second wing turned out better. This one turned out way better than this one. So I'm just going to keep going.
What don't you like about it?
It's not round like this other one. I told you before, the more I do something, the better I get at it. So the next time I do this, I'll be better. Do you know what I mean?
You ready for the secret?
Ready for the secret.
There's this app on your phone. Anybody can get it. You can get it on iPhone or you can get it on Android. So it goes either way. It's called Prism. You can go live on it. You don't have to pay for it. And it's the most amazing app to go live on because, like, I don't know if you guys ever see my videos where in the beginning it said, hi, everyone. It, like, popped on the screen. It says, hi, everyone.
I don't think so.
Well, you can actually write on the screen. And there's, like, preloaded things like, hi, everyone. Thank you. Welcome. There's a bunch of them that are loaded on there. You can pull up the keyboard and you can type on the screen. You can even doodle. If you set it to that, you can doodle.
Mm-hmm.
There's filters on there if you want to change the filters, if you want like balloons to go. There's so many things on it, but it's called Prism. You don't have to pay to go live. The only thing is if you can also record your videos on there as well.
Uh-huh.
That's how I got videos that in the beginning it said hello everyone. Because I did the video, I recorded, but you can only record videos up to a half an hour. So if it's going to go over 30 minutes, you might want to just use like your camera and then upload it. But you can upload it on your camera and then transfer it over to that app, and then it's okay. Because you can pull up the library over there and then upload that video over to that app. If you can edit in there. Like you can edit in there, you can record in there, and you can go live in there. But the only catches with the reason why I don't use Prism all the time is because you can't go live with somebody else.
Oh, it's only when you're by yourself.
Yeah, like I can't send you a link or anything and have you come up with me. It's just you and only you. So if you're going live by yourself, I would pick Prism over StreamYard any day.
That sounds.
If you want to go live like me and you, it can't happen. They don't have it that way.
Does anybody remember there was another app in here? Shar, was it you that was talking about it where you can just where you can edit your videos really quick? I don't remember the name of it.
I saw it. Let me see.
Sorry, guys. I am having trouble here coughing.
Video cam. It was Courtney Cook some more.
Okay.
Kai Master, Shar said.
I'm going to write it down.
Kai Master is, I don't know how to use, I tried it. I heard it's a great app, but I don't know how to use it.
Now, is that the one that you maybe want to work on, Jamie, with me? Kind Master?
Thank you, Christy Love. What's that, Kai Master?
Yeah.
If you can get it and teach me, I'd like to use it. The only thing I know about Kind Master is like when I was trying, it seemed like everything that I wanted to use was in the paid one.
Yes.
Like there's so much for free, and then if there's other things that you want to use, you have to become a member. And I didn't know how to use the app for the free stuff, let alone to pay for it. I'm not saying I wouldn't pay for it. If I understood it, I would. But I didn't even understand how to use the free part, let alone paying for it. Thank you, Christy. But yeah, check out Prism, and it's spelled just like Prism, Prism. And it's a black screen with a white triangle on it. But just play around with it because it really, let me see if I have it on my phone. On my other phone. There's a lot you can do on it. Like I said, the only thing you can't do though is a multi-live.
Christy said, hit the like. Thanks, Christy. If you guys remember, hit the like for me and Jamie.
It was not bad, Mr. J. I don't think you can have a bad life. The one live I was at Mr. J's, he had like 60-some people there.
Wow. Well, Mr. J is awesome, so I'm not surprised.
How did you come up with hanging with Mr. J? Because I know your real name. This thing charging is driving me nuts.
I know. I'm sorry that cable is caca. If I had known, well, I think I bought.
You're going with like red for your fire dragonfly.
This is one of those big face paint ones. This is called Blue Squid Pro. I've been trying different brands. Blue Squid Pro, and this was like $4.99 for this color. So I'm
From
still
the angle I'm looking at it though. To me, it looks red.
Does it? It's like it's like a purpley. It's a warm purple, like a pinky, like a red purple. Yeah, this isn't like a cool, like a blue purple. So yeah, it is kind of red.
That's pretty cool though. It's kind of like a multi-chrome. I mean, like it looks one color and then it changes.
It's like shiny. You see, it's got like a satin finish kind of a thing.
Hi, Jean Junk. How are you?
Hi, Jean. Oh, Shar uses the Windows. Yeah. Mr. J is awesome supporter. Awesome guy.
He's one you should ask how he does it because he comments on all my videos. And everybody I talk to, he comments on like everybody's. He's good at supporting everybody.
That's good, Shar. I wish I could do that. I'm not. I'm just buying makeup.
my oldest son, he doesn't understand makeup, and he's like, Mom, you don't need any more makeup. And I'm like, you can never have enough makeup.
Yes, those words, bad words, never enough. Bad word.
And he's like, I think you do, Mom. And I'm like, no, I don't. I need this. See, like this is the Prism. I don't know if you can see my ring light, but this is the Prism app. And on the bottom you can go live, you can video record, and you can take pictures. But then if you press this little wand over here with the stars, where is
Yes, we do love beautiful things, sure. And I try to be better. We all try to be better and not, overdo it. Just sometimes they're so pretty and shiny. I love shiny. I don't know if my dog is annoying you guys, but he's still barking.
but there's like stickers on the bottom.
Oh.
There's filters, there's frames, and like say you see that duck there on the end, if you press him, see he pops up on the screen.
How cute is that?
And that would be in your video, or you can have it pop up on there live. You know what I mean? Like there's so
Wow.
much, and this is a live apps to go live on. So all this stuff you can you got to play around with it. You can add, you can change like if you want your picture to be like natural, sharp, cute. Like there's so many different things that you should just play around with this app because you can do so much on it. And actually go on YouTube and type in Prism Live app and watch a video, and they'll show like give you a tutorial of all the stuff you can do. There's so much you can do on that live app, and it's free. Hold on.
This paint is going on really nice. A lot nicer than the a lot it costs more than the 69-cent ones, but it's going on a lot nicer than the 69-cent one. It's really smooth. Let's see. So glad you're here, Jean. Good to see you. I'm going to try using all my elf in Juvia's place. Free is good. Yes. Yeah, free is great. Yeah, free is great. I do not disagree with that.
Sorry, I muted it.
Oh, that's okay. Is everything okay? Were you hearing about the lady that got hurt, or you look concerned?
No.
Okay. We're talking about free stuff.
Oh, I love free.
It's our
Anytime
favorite.
I go somewhere, and they're like, "You're a hoarder," and I'm like, "It's free." Like,
If I don't use it, sorry about that. I usually gift it to somebody, especially if it's free. It's got to get used. That's just wrong.
you're doing a great job.
So I do have this brush helped a lot. This was my first one. That's the one I messed up, but yeah, the more I draw it, the better it will look, I believe.
Are you doing the wings two-toned or no?
I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna, at this point, I'm just gonna work on the shadow. next.
Because
Since
I just looked at the time. I'm not. I talk too much.
it's 11:30. Oh wait, 10.
No, I'm
Oh,
sorry. I'm talking about doing my look. I'll
oh,
never.
I
I'll.
know what you're saying.
And it's probably better if I save it for me and you to do because you liked it. You liked how the finger was part of the look. So I want to save it to do it with you.
Let's see. Oh yes, almost forgot to.
Sometimes I wonder about these giveaways because you never like you would like the one time I entered this giveaway. I think it was probably like a year ago, but it was for like the Blue Blood palette,
Uh-huh.
and it was on Instagram. And she didn't have that many followers, so I like, and you were allowed to do like as many entries as you want. I must have tagged like 100 people because I
Uh-huh.
wanted to win that palette. The person that won had one entry.
If they use, I don't know what they use on Instagram to pick. That's why I want to do my giveaway on a live. I'm gonna put the names in the bin and rarely win a giveaway. I don't either, but Adrian, I don't enter them either.
I stopped entering because I figured I can't get disappointed if I don't win, if I don't enter.
Yeah, and I often forget to check to see who won. That's one thing I do. And the other
That's
thing,
another thing. It's like if you enter 3 giveaways, you have to remember when those 3 giveaway end because a lot of time they want you to contact them.
yep,
They don't contact you. So
yeah,
you could have won and you just forgot which date to go back and check, and it's too late to claim it anyways.
right. Right. Yep. And then a lot of times it might be something that I already have or I don't need. So then I'm not going to enter the giveaway because I don't want to take something from somebody who might need it or want it and I don't need it. So, oh, that's cool, Shar. Okay. So Mr. J says, when I first started, I was just a supporter. One of the channels called me Mr. J. Okay. That's cool.
Always calls me Mr. J when I come to the channel. That is really cool. But why did they call you Mr. J? Your first name starts with an H.
Where did J come from?
Or is it not? Or is it your last name? Maybe.
So
I don't like the comment picker either, because there's so many people. Like when I had my first giveaway, I had people that should have been commenting all along. Like they weren't new. Like they weren't people that just looked up giveaway. They're people that I've been subscribed to and have been subscribed to me forever, and they should have been watching my videos, and they should have been. You mean?
Uh-huh.
They only ever commented on my giveaway, and then they never commented after either. So they never commented before, and they never commented after, but they only commented on that video. And I don't think that's right for the people that are really truly your friends.
Right, who continue to comment, and I understand what you're saying. You know what I am going to do, Jamie? I'm going to add some sparkle.
I like sparkle.
Yup.
And the other thing is, I don't want the comment picker to pick those people.
Yeah. I can remember it. You called it the dedicated subscribers giveaway. That's what it's going to be. I'm going to do a giveaway when I get 250 subscribers, and I have the Sydney Grace what was the name of that palette again, Jamie? Mini Marvels.
Mini Marvels.
Yeah, and then
I know, you can ask me what that one's called.
Yeah, that's the main one, but then I'm gonna have other prizes too, because I think that'd be more fun than just one.
Why do they call it Mini Marvels? Do they have a regular Marvels?
No, she calls it Mini Marvels because she has a lot of tattoos of like ladybugs, beetles. She likes insects. She likes nature and stuff, and so it's called Tiny Marvels because of what insects can do. They're tiny marvels.
Oh, I thought Marvels isn't like on like superheroes, aren't those considered Marvels?
Well,
Isn't
there's a
Marvel?
brand called Marvel Comics.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet, Shar.
Yeah, that would be awesome, Shar. I would love that.
We're still
I'm being patient though. I'm slow and steady, but that's my plan. Once I get there, that's the giveaway that I am going to be doing, and I want to do like a thing, like a live with my friends, my gal pals, Jamie and Tammy, if they will come.
of course.
And
I
Tammy,
have been putting like
beautiful.
I have a box of stuff that I've been putting towards the 1K.
I know I
So,
posted you again. Was it last week? I think I posted you on Instagram again. We need to get that. How can we get that up on YouTube?
what?
Your 1,000 subscriber giveaway picture. Yes, X-Men is the Marvel comics. So when she says Marvels, the word Marvels means I don't know the definition, but she means like, you know how an ant can move a gazillion times its weight?
Yeah.
That's a marvel that they can do that. It
Every
marvel.
time I think of that palette, though, I've been thinking of what Cher says about X-Men. That's what I thought.
Is that what you were thinking? No, it's bugs. She's got, and the cover is really cool. She's got her tattoo artist designed the cover of the Tiny Marvels palette. Sydney
I
Grace,
like the cover to that palette. It's different. I
she
do like that.
yeah, and she's got a lot of tattoos too. She's so sweet. What is her name? Tiny Marvels, Sydney Grace, Mel Thompson. I do sometimes still watch her. I like her.
You know, I got the multi-chrome that Jaren sent me in the mail, and I like it. But the one that you sent me, the cream,
Mm-hmm.
I like the cream better.
I do too. Yeah, but that's so
The
pretty, right? The one
shift comes out a lot better.
yeah.
Because I swatched, and I need to get a Z palette. I had it in the thing that it came in, and it was slipping and sliding, so I didn't want to ruin the pressed one Jaren sent me. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't like want to swatch it until I get it in like a secure magnetic palette that holds
Mm-hmm.
it tight. So I didn't like get a good swatch, but I got like a swatch, and it's not as noticeable as the cream.
Yeah, the
I
cream.
do like the Sydney Grace cream one.
I love how they dry down too. Let's see. Shar used to do tattooing. That is cool, Shar.
She lives in your city?
Mel Thompson's tattoo artist lives in my city. Joe, that is awesome, Joe. And the artist is awesome. If you've seen the cover of that palette, or if you've just seen Mel's tattoos, they're beautiful. She's
I
beautiful.
I don't know how to work the gun. But remember how I was telling you I used to do the purse parties and the
Mhm.
tattoo guy would go with me?
Yeah.
We did like a benefit at a bar, like it was a bike run, motorcycle run,
Oh yeah. Hmm.
and he was like overloaded with people wanting tattoos that like he was working from beginning to end.
Oh yeah.
I was actually in there drawing the tattoos so he could put it through the copier that printed on like that transfer paper.
Uh-huh.
So people are actually wearing tattoos that I drew. I just didn't use the gun. Does that make sense?
Oh, so yeah, because you can draw really well. So you drew them and then he like filled them in, right?
Yeah, so there's actually people out there wearing a tattoo I drew. I didn't do it, but I drew it,
That's
which to
cool.
me I think is just as important as the person holding the gun. I mean, but it's kind of cool to think that people are wearing things that I drew
Well,
forever.
yeah, that's the art part. That's the I mean, that's how the tattoo artists get famous is
You don't do it anymore, Star?
Joe, that's yeah. Yeah, but when someone's good, you will travel. So she must have met the tattoo artist in that area before.
Hi, Frugal Mom.
She says, I'm liking it.
I signed up to be on that show, Ink Wars, but I was never called.
Oh.
And like somebody asked me, they're like, but they can do any tattoo they want. And I'm like, have you seen their tattoos? They can put anything they want on it because anything they do is amazing. And they're like, but you could have something on you don't want. And I'm like, I've seen their work. They can just put it on me. I'll wear it. Because when you go into those ink wars, you're allowed to tell them like where you want it and like how big or how small. And you're allowed to pretty much design it, but it's like if they're working on a specific thing, you have to incorporate your look into that specific. I mean, like it can still be your look.
Yeah.
But if they're like working on eagles, you have to want an eagle or it's not going to happen.
Right.
That's awesome.
I did all of my tattoos in my friend's rock ones. That is so cool. I love tattoos.
I wanted to learn how to use the gun, but he moved right when we were talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm going to pause it because I got to blow my nose. I can't talk.
Okay.
Hold on.
Frugal Mama, I didn't catch. What's going on? You're liking, what are you liking? Sorry, my nails hit the wrong keys. That's no problem, Shar. Oh, are you liking my dragonfly? It does look like a dragonfly, so I got that part done. Oh, Jamie went. Oh, there she is. She's back.
Sorry, I went to go unmute it and I removed it. I did all my tattoo. Is it hard to do your own? I don't mind the needles when somebody else does my tattoos. I just don't know if I could stand it doing myself. I feel like the pain would be different. That makes sense.
Huh.
Yes, she said yes. Frugal Mama.
Oh, she likes my dragonfly. It does look like a dragonfly
good.
the second time, yeah.
See, I don't know. You always say that like you're learning, but I think you do amazing work.
I have an excellent teacher.
I didn't really say too much.
Yes, you did. You told me to start with the white and then to focus. I focused on the what are these things called again? On the wings. And then the body just came. Like if I had started with the body, the wings were the first. That was the best call, was to do the wings first, because then the body just fits in there once you get the wings.
Yeah, you can add the body to the wings, but if you try to add the wings to the body, I feel like
it would be
hard.
Yeah. And so I don't think like you think. You think like an artist. I think like an electrician. I'm just like, what to do?
Good morning, Rose's Way.
Thank you, Joe.
Games at Love Hate Tattoo.
Thank you, Frugal Mama.
Oh my God, Miami Ink. I would never go home. Be like, just cover my whole body.
Amy James at Love Hate Tattoos, Miami Ink. That is cool.
Very.
Yeah.
How are you doing today, Rose? She says she loves your dragonfly.
Thank you, Rose. I'm going to add some shiny stuff to it. That's gonna.
She's like shiny stuff to it.
Yeah. I don't know what.
And then, are you working on shadowing today, or was it just trying to get the dragonfly?
I'm going to do the shadowing too after I make the shiny butterfly. I do want to work on that a little bit because we can go over since I don't have to work today. So what I was doing is looking for this color. I have
That's
all
good.
3 multi-chromes finally.
What do you mean, like if they're shaky or like a blood thinning med or just all of them in general? Mr. J likes it.
Thank you, Mr. J. Yeah, Rose, we're doing really good. Jamie's helping me. Meds can mess up tattoos. Could that be like if you bleed too much or something? No, I can sit and cut off the feeling of my legs. Oh, yeah, that would suck. Okay.
My ex-brother-in-law, when he learned how to give tattoos, he started with himself, and you can tell he started with himself.
Oh, you can tell.
Yeah. And I don't have to worry because he doesn't even know I do YouTube or watch me, so I can say it. Yeah, you can tell his first tattoos were on him.
Sometimes that's the best way to do it, though, because then when you mess up, you have to mess somebody else up.
Well, then he actually practiced on his one daughter too.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it didn't look too good.
Aw, that's too bad for her. Rose has 9 tattoos. Cool, Rose.
Do you want any more? We were just talking about how they're addicting, and I would still get more if I could. It's just that I haven't thought of like what I want, so I don't want to just jump into one. Like all the other ones I thought about them before I had them done. I'm sorry.
Let's see.
She said that she had to stop tattooing because her epilepsy got bad.
Aw. Sometimes we just don't have a choice.
You can't, Rose?
This isn't as shiny as I had hoped.
Do you have glitter?
I'm gonna go with the glitter because I tried to do the multi-chrome and remember how hard multi-chromes are to see. So
It's not doing what you wanted to do or what
Yeah.
you thought it would do.
Mm-mm.
It did add depth though, because like you can see that you only did it on the ends.
Yeah.
So that look that you were trying to get, like shadowing and blending the 2 different shades, you did it. I can see the difference between the inside of the wing and the outside of the wing. Hey, Amy. Skin is thin where I want. Oh,
Amy, how you doing?
I have my nose pierced, just one right here. I actually saw someone that had a tattoo on both sides in the same place, and I kind of like it. They're just like it's just a little piercing, just like a little one.
Oh,
Like I don't have the gauges or anything. I just have like a little rhinestone. But I saw someone put it on the opposite side, and I like it. I also saw somebody put it on their lip, and I like those.
I've seen that where they have 2 piercings, one on each side. Is that what you're talking about? The piercings? Okay, we're going into the Myrics. Whoop, whoop.
Where did you get? Oh, you mean like the bull one? 26, and I only have 4. Doing pretty good, and not my stomach isn't bothering me like it normally does. I'm just afraid, like I need to go to the doctor and get it taken care of. I'm just afraid that the day that I need to go to the doctor would be one of those days where I don't want to get out of bed.
Yeah.
And that's probably the time that I should go. It's just that I don't like being in the car and driving around when I already hurt just sitting here.
Just remember, though, it's only one day and it's going to help you get better.
I know.
See the glitter right here?
I do. Are you putting glitter on the ends of all of them or just on the?
I'm just, since I did those up there, I'm just gonna do the bottom two wings. Just to use what I got on my hand once it's gone.
But my first one is 20% on my back. Um, my first tattoo was actually the footprints on my back. And when I,
Sons, with your sons, the one that
with
you were
their
talking about earlier?
footprints walking up my back. And I was expecting it to be like a quarter of my back. I mean, like the top right hand corner of my back. I thought that's what, like, the space it would take up. But it's actually from my shoulder blades down to my waist, from my spine to my side. Like, it's my whole right side of my back. I wasn't expecting it to be that big in my head.
Do you
And
like?
he's like, "Are you sure you want to do that size for your first one?" And I'm like, "Let's do it."
I want it.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie, just do it and get it off your mind.
I know. So now I use my wrist.
Well, I mean, that's good. You still have creative outlets. We have to have creative outlets.
As long as you're okay with them, Adrian.
But yeah, we were talking about how free is great earlier.
Oh, yeah. By the time, because Jaren's left foot is on my spine. By the time I was like, because then I was like, "Oh, we're done." And he's like, "No, we have to darken everything." I'm like, "Oh my God, I want to be done." Because I mean, it's not like you're in severe pain. It's like an annoying pain.
Oh, like a throbbing, kind of like a low grade headache, maybe.
By the time they darken, it's basically they're going over everything twice to make sure it takes and it's dark.
Right.
And when they got done with that place, it's starting to heal. So to go over it, it just feels raw and annoying. Like,
oh,
I wish it would have been darkened at the same time instead of going back once it's already like healing and sore and basically bruised. Then you're going back over it again. Like, it's like an annoying pain. The only way I can describe it, it's like an annoying pain. I know, Rose. I need to go.
Yeah.
I need to go before it becomes worse.
Yeah. You don't want to have to go to the hospital again.
I just don't. I need to go before it becomes where they can't do something simple. They have to do something major. And
yeah. Yeah.
I know regret. I know regret.
Yeah. I'm looking for a little brush. Okay. Okay, Jamie, I'm ready to work on the shading now that I've glittered it up.
The shading or the shadow?
The shadow. I'm sorry, the shadow. The 3-dimensional part.
You want to go? Do you have?
Let me pull that picture up real quick. I've got my eyeshadows out because I don't think I can do the 3D with the.
Yeah, you want to use eyeshadow.
Yeah.
Do you have you have that Tarte palette we used before, right?
I do, yeah. Right here.
Let me see which shades are in there. I think you might be able to use that.
Okay, see, I went for black.
Huh?
I was going for the black and the gray in this palette, but that's probably too harsh.
In the Tarte one?
No, in my bright palette. But I've got my Tarte one.
I think using the Tarte one would be good because it builds up. I mean, like, it goes from like a a light to a medium to a dark.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. See, but I wouldn't have thought of that if you were not helping me. See?
Yes, you would. You would be. You would do good. I know you would do good because I can still picture your Mickey Mouse.
You're so sweet.
Me and Shar have been talking about a blouse.
You and Shar have been talking about a blouse?
She sews and makes clothing.
Oh.
And I was telling her like I like crocheted shirts. I like see-through shirts. I like ones that you wear tank tops underneath.
Yeah.
And she's been telling me she has like ideas. She has like a chevron kind of fabric that she was talking about, and she's been talking to me about maybe
That's
making a shirt.
cool. That is cool. She's definitely an artist. Has an
Yes,
artist
she is.
eye chart, yeah. Rose said I waited on my stomach pain and it turned out to be her gallbladder and she had it removed. Ooh.
My
Yeah.
biggest fear is I don't want one of those bags on my stomach.
You don't want to have what?
Colostomy bag.
Oh. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Do you
I mean, right now it's just a hernia, but I'm afraid if I let it go,
Yes.
it's gonna become more. And I think I'm afraid that if I go, they're gonna tell me it's more, so I don't go. But I'm making it to the point where it's gonna become more. So it's like I don't know.
Well, that's your anxiety talking. I understand that. I understand that. But you got to take care of you. I told you, if you mess up my Jamie, I'm going to have problem with you.
It just seems like every time I ever go to the doctor, it's never good news. Like I went because my stomach hurt a year ago. Was it a year ago? And found out I have congestive heart failure. Who would have knew? You mean
Right.
like, but
Well,
it's never good news when I go to the doctor.
well, now let me ask, do you go to the doctor on a regular basis or only when you feel bad?
I go to my back doctor on a monthly basis, and she is she's always for the last 10 years she's pretty much been my primary doctor. So I see her once a month. But do I tell her everything? No.
But I mean, like, I've been going to the doctor since I was like in my teens. When I had insurance, I would go regularly for like a physical and stuff. But my husband did not do that. He didn't start going to the doctor for checkups until he got sick. And once he got sick, he had like 3 or 4 things wrong with him. And he was saying the same thing that you say. He was saying, why, when I go, is it always bad? And I said, because you don't go. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So
Remember always
remember, always you never scratch. Okay.
was it at the same time, Rose? Because I have a bump on the right side of my stomach, and it used to be the size of a marble. Now it's like the size of like an orange. And now below it, there's one the size of a marble. And then later on, like probably almost a year later, I went to go take a shower one day and the hernia was there. Are all 3 of those hernias like, can that, is a hernia just like a belly button, or can those other 2 be hernias?
My hubby has 2 hernias and he is fine. Okay. So
You need to go too, Adrian.
hey, Zach. How you doing?
Hey, Zach. So glad to see you.
Shar has 5 yards of that fabric. I think she's talking to you about the shirt, Jamie, maybe?
Yeah. But then I was also reading her comment above about blood thinners.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's about the tattooing because I said, do you mean like you have to watch, you can't do a tattoo? I think that's what that comment.
Okay. I didn't know that. I did not know that. And growth hormone, then it has to stop being taken for a year before you can get a tattoo.
I know, Zach. I think this is the first live in a long time that you've been to. Hernias can be in at the same time. Like you can have 3 at the same time. Because they can all be together. Because what's weird is it's like where the hernia is, when I have like those stomach pains where I don't feel good, it's right above it. So is it my whole intestines like out of, I don't know. I don't know. I need to go. I know I need to go.
Yeah, I don't know much about hernias. I probably should look that up.
I don't like looking it up because I find everything worse it can be.
I know you gotta make sure. Yeah, I know what you mean, Jamie, because it can stress you out.
Because I look up hernia and then it comes up all these different kind of hernia and the symptoms and how to treat them. And I'm like, I don't want those.
Yeah, it's best to ask your doctor those questions then probably.
Well, he was saying like, how can, like when I went to the hospital, he's like, without running tests, how can they just point at your belly button and say that's a hernia? But I'm sure they've seen a lot of it. But at the same time, I kind of agree. But my dad had a hernia, and his looked exactly like this. So I don't know.
It could. I wonder if that could be a genetic, like some type of a genetic thing too. If your dad has them too.
I'll go watch it, Char. Bubby had to do it once when he said it was belly button.
It's okay, Zach. It's okay. We're glad you're here today.
Oh, it's fine. We're glad you're here today.
Yeah. Once each.
I want to watch this healing soup. I love soup.
That sounds like it might be really yummy. I usually do chicken noodle with garlic for like a cold or something.
I can't eat garlic. I'll be throwing up all day.
Oh, well then don't do my recipe. Hopefully hers is better.
Yesterday we went out to eat and I've been in the mood for stromboli for the longest time. So we got stromboli. But I ordered fries with cheese and gravy on them too.
Uh-huh.
I ate all the fries because they use mozzarella cheese and that you can't eat later. It'll be hard.
Yeah.
I was expecting like the orange dip cheese.
Yeah.
And they put the mozzarella where it was baked. And you have to eat those or you can't eat them later. And I took one bite of the stromboli and I dipped it in the tomato sauce. The tomato sauce had garlic. I was sick all day after I ate those fries. I just take one bite and it turns to like this acid. It doesn't agree with me. And I think this just has to do with me getting older because like I can't eat mustard. I could when I was younger. My throat will close up. And then onions, they just come out my pores. I swear I can't eat onions anymore. Yeah. But garlic turns into this acid in my stomach, and I can't. I don't know if I'm allergic to it or what it is. I will throw up all night if I eat garlic.
I've heard of people being allergic to garlic. I don't know what it looks like though, but I've heard of that.
Thank you so much, Rose, for coming.
Bye, Rose.
Have a wonderful day. You might want to get that checked because it can hurt more not to get that. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. You got to take care of you. Because we want you to be around for a very long time.
I know. But I always tell my kids, if you don't give me anything, like Ozzy got his stimulus. And then after he got his stimulus, he got his tax return. And then he got his work check. So he is finally not in debt. You know, like
okay.
He was behind on his rent. His car needs to get paid every 2 weeks or it gets shut off. If it gets shut off, then he has no way to work. If he has no way to work, he can't pay any of this. And
yeah, Zach, we're gonna be here in we'll probably be here at least till 12:30 because we still got a bunch more to do on the thingy.
But I know Ozzy, he'd pay his bills before he would eat. I mean, he did it before.
Yeah.
And I worry about him. And I told Jaren's like, you need to worry about you before anything because we need you to be around. And I'm like, well, if you guys would stop having me worry about you, then I can worry about me.
Stop making me worry about you guys.
Yes. And and Ozzy has been like in the hole for a while.
Yeah, you've
And
been
he's
worried about that.
yeah.
Well,
I mean, Jaren's good. Jaren has a great job.
Mhm.
He's doing good. But Ozzy, that kid's gonna kill me.
Okay, Zach, we'll probably be here. Tell your mom I said hi. I saw her in your driving video the other day. Yeah,
I'll tell your mom I said hi.
yeah.
I don't really lift anything ever since I had my back surgery. You know what though? We did move in here and the kids couldn't help us move, so maybe
You might
maybe
have.
it's from moving. Because besides that, nobody usually lets me lift anything with weight.
Right, because of your back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you gonna use that palette or are you gonna use a
Yeah,
different palette?
I've got my Tarte palette ready. We were in the comments, and so I am.
Oh no, you don't have to stop. I was just wondering if I should look for something else for you to
No,
use.
no, I want to use that because I remember the last time you had me use this. That's why it's over here by me. I just forget about it. The shadowing looked really good when we did it with this palette. I don't remember what we were doing, but I remember I liked it. So this palette I
We
kept.
did that palette where we were lifting the mask off her face, kind
Yes,
of.
and I really liked that. So I kept it here. So,
I think though, instead of using the middle darker shade on the
mhm.
bottom, the smoke one,
Yep. Instead of
I
that.
almost wonder if you should use dunes. Like, it's up
Okay.
to you. Do you just think, like, I was wondering if you should use stone, then dunes, then smoke, and then maybe onyx, instead of going like from left to right, kind of
Yep.
going from light to dark. Because it's
Yes.
almost like the journey is the lightest, stone second, like dunes third, smoke fourth. It's almost like they're in order of medium to light, but if you go from left to right, it almost like it jumps to dark.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah,
So
that's
kind of go like down and then down and then down maybe.
yeah.
You can use whatever colors you want. I'm just saying, I think if you go from stone to smoke to onyx, it's going to be way too dark too fast
I
for what
think
you want to do.
dunes is lighter than stone. So how about dunes to smoke to because stone is darker than dunes for some reason, or at least when I applied it on my arm.
Let me see the picture.
Dunes to smoke and then to onyx.
That's what I think too.
Yeah, I'm
From the picture that we're going off of,
yeah.
it looks like the three shades.
The one that's lighter than those two, I think, would be desert right down here. The big pot would probably be the lightest. Yeah, that one's much lighter.
Yeah.
Other than the highlighter.
Timber's a good shade though. Like if you look at the
But
tail,
timber,
timber kind of goes pale shade.
yeah, it goes like right after it. I would go dune smoke, desert's lightest, then dune smoke, and then timber. Like it'd be right before onyx, I think, or the ember. What's the ember one look like? That's a little more red. I don't think I would use the ember.
No, I don't think so either. I think you're right.
Okay.
And instinct is sparkly, so I wouldn't use that one.
No. What color does terracotta look like? Oh, that's more red too. Yeah, I don't want to use the red ones.
You think terracotta's red?
Yeah, terracotta's got like a red undertone.
Oh yeah, it does when you swatch it.
I guess warm is the word I'm looking for. Let's see. I never got my stimulus. Not yet, Shar. That
Um,
neither is Adrian.
he just got his on the 24th. Ozzy got his last week. I didn't get mine yet.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know how they're doing it, If they're doing it by like your last name, alphabetical order, if they're doing it how, because Ozzy got his a week ago, and then they sent out. You can go on like where's my refund, and it'll tell you when you're expected to get yours
Oh, okay.
on the IRS site. They
Okay.
have like a link now for all these different stimuluses. Like if you have, but you know what another thing is about the stimulus?
Mm.
A lot of the $1,200 one, I think it was, a lot of people that didn't get them are getting them when they file their tax return.
Oh. Oh.
Ozzy didn't get it. They said it was because he was a student. He
Oh.
got it in his tax return. He
Oh.
didn't get one, and I forget why he didn't get one, but he got it in his tax return. So
Oh.
they're not telling people, but those that didn't get the 1,200, it seems like they're all getting them in their tax returns. You
Okay.
don't file, you don't get it. I mean, okay, you know how you asked me what was wrong?
With what?
You said earlier, you said you concerned about that girl that got life flighted or
Oh, yeah, yeah.
whenever, like he always says that I get stuff that and I don't. For having a YouTube channel, I don't get much at all. I
Right.
mean,
I know.
it never seems like it's there when I need something. Like I get my two subscriptions, one's 15 and the other's 25, and I get made to feel like crap just about getting those.
Uh-huh. I know.
When
Yeah.
we got a stimulus, he, whenever we get a large thing, he always seems to spend a large amount. Like the one time he spent like $1,200 getting his motorcycle fixed. Then some like it's always large amounts. We get a large amount, he spends a large amount. Well, he
Mm-hmm.
just ordered online a motor, and it came out to like it was shy of 700.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, when I put it on mute and he was talking to me, he he put money in the savings, and he said it's because he wants to start saving. So I was like, okay, good. We have money in there. Well, now he just said he got off the phone with the people that are putting the motor in, and that he told them he doesn't want to go over 800. So this motor is going to end up costing over $1,000. But
Oh.
I get made to feel like crap when I want to spend $5. Like the other day, I told him I need hair dye, and I spent $3 on my hair dye. I mean, because I get the box one, and he's like, "Well, you can't always have everything you want." But you can spend over $1,000 on the motorcycle when
It,
you already have a motor. You're just adding a different kind of motor to it. I
right.
mean,
It's
like,
broken.
and it's never talked about. He told them he doesn't want to go over 800. He didn't talk to me about spending 800.
No. Yeah. Do you guys have separate bank accounts or no?
No, no.
Oh,
And for over a year, he didn't work, and my income was the only income.
yeah. You might want to think
Like,
about getting a separate bank account without.
no, I actually called Sharon the other day and said, "How much do you want for me to stay there?" And he said like 200 a month. So I said, "So if I give you 800, we're good." It hurts because I don't want to leave Ozzy, but I can't. I think waking up, I'm depressed because I'm not happy,
Well, and I
and I
think,
can't even talk to him about why I'm unhappy because it will be in a full out screaming, "Get your stuff out!" fight. I mean, like there
yeah.
is no talking because he's always right. So I'm sorry, guys.
No, no. I think Ozzy would want you to be happy. I think even if you have to do that, he knows that you love him and that's just something that you have to do.
I know she said, "Ozzy, I don't want either one of my kids to have to give me a place to stay." But
Oh,
because I'm on disability and I've been living with him, I just can't. here's your first month, here's your security. I can't do it. I don't want to stay with Jaron, but I do want to stay long enough that I can get my security deposit and first month rent. Because I think if I can just wake up in the morning and make a cup of tea, I'd be so happy.
I think, yeah. And I think Jaron and Ozzy understand that. And they know that you would not, they know that you wouldn't want to put them out for a long period of time, even though they would probably be okay with it. You're not okay with it, but they would probably be okay with it. And you like his fiance, and you know,
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to talk about this on the live. It just, when he comes back, I can't talk because he'll listen to everything I say. But it's just that I can't say, like, we could have talked about this because there is no talking. He's always right. I'm always wrong. I'm always the reason why bad stuff happens. He's the God when anything good happens. It's just, I've been wanting to leave for a really long time. It's just hard to start out on your own when you don't work.
Yeah. I think, see, Shar said someone sounds greedy and it's not you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't ask for much and I don't complain much.
Right.
I'll admit, I watch YouTube channels and I'm like, I wish. I mean, like, and I don't ask for much, but he really makes me feel bad if I ever get anything.
And that's
like I never hear the end of it.
That stimulus is for you to spend. They didn't give me a stimulus just for me.
Every day I hear about this storage thing. Well, you spent $80. You know, like
that's not 800.
Every day I hear about $80 that's sitting here because I said it's smaller than I thought it was going to be. I don't know if I can put. Well, you spent $80 on it, so you better make it work because you're not getting nothing else.
That doesn't, I mean, that's not 800. Yeah. Don't let anyone hold you back. Yeah. If you need to do that, Jamie, that's what you should do. Don't talk yourself out of it.
I just don't want Ozzy to be 12 hours away. I mean, like, I wish my kids were in the same state. Because Jaron left because, like, he was bullied. He wanted to get away from the area. He was bullied in high school because he was so athletic. People were upset that, so they, instead of being nice to him because he's athletic, they were nasty because he shined. You know what I mean? Like, he was the athlete. I mean, he went to states. Like, he had a billboard with him on it because of track. But it just made him, he had a lock thrown in his face because they were jealous.
Yeah.
So when Jaron graduated, he wanted to go to Indiana. And I don't blame him. But I don't want to be in Indiana when Ozzy's here. Like, I don't know. My ex-husband's in Indiana. I don't want to be out there.
Well, but you don't have to see him. Look at what Shar is telling you. She knows what you're going through. She understands.
I know, and he's not. I needed a friend. When John died, I needed a friend to talk to, and that's what we were supposed to be, was friends. I mean, then the kids moved out, and he was still around, and I was like, well, financially, it makes sense. If we live together, we could be like roommates. But to him, it's always been more, and to me, it's always been less. But now I feel like I'm stuck here because he controls my money. And if I have my checks deposited into a separate account, I better have a place to go when I do that. I mean, it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah. Well, you do. You have Jaron. He's already said.
He just got engaged, and I don't want to ruin anything.
You're not gonna. You're not a ruiner. You're not a hovering mom or a helicopter parent. You're a great lady, and all you'll do is help them. I know that. You're not going to go there and sit on your couch and go, "Hey, fetch me a Pepsi." You're not.
I'm sorry, guys. This is supposed to be face painting, and I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. If you're okay, we're okay, right, guys?
I am. It's just that when he's here, the living room is literally next to us, And I know if it's quiet out there, it's because he's listening to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The one time I did like this tag video, and one of the questions were, are you in a relationship and what kind? And I was talking on the phone to my friend and I said, can I lie about,
Ooh.
not lie, but can I change the question or make a different question? You mean like do I have to answer this question?
Yeah.
And when I walked down the living room, he's like, well, what was number 2 about? Like he knew what number I was talking about, what I said that didn't make sense. Like he listens to everything.
Yeah.
But he was like, what was the question for number 2 that you don't want to answer? That's what he said, that you don't want to answer.
Yeah. I think you have a place to go, and you should go, because I think the more happy you are, the more happy your boys are. And I don't know even if I said that right, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know if Ozzy had a play, like Ozzy lives in a dorm kind of setup. So I can't
Right.
even go. He would help me if he could, but he's not in the situation where he can. But Jaron has extra rooms in the house that he got. And I texted him, I was like, well, how much would you want because I said, if it gets real bad, can I come out there? And Jaron didn't waste any time. He's like, yes.
Of
And then
course.
the other day I texted him and I said, how much would you want if I stayed there? And he was like, probably like 200, if that. And I said, so if I give you 800, nobody will think of me as a burden?
And he was like, yes, that
Well, he said, I'll call you later. But I just don't want to be in the way. That's all.
well, if he's asking his girlfriend and she's cool with it, then
My ex-husband did too, Shar. I actually have stitches on my forehead because I made the spaghetti wrong. So he threw the lid at my head and I need to get stitches. And I didn't want to ever be in a relationship like that again. But to me, this is more verbal. Every day we argue about something. Every day. If I say the sky is blue, he'll be like, well, not really. Like
yeah,
everything. Everything I say, only me, everything I say is an argument.
right. And that can get ridiculous, and it can wear on a person. For sure.
Sometimes I think the verbal is worse because it doesn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
The hitting stopped. I mean, if I didn't feed the fire, the hitting stopped with my ex-husband. But the verbal never just seems to stop. I got to the point where I don't even argue anything anymore because I just don't want to do it. I'm
Right.
done. I'm like,
It's too much. I did put some shadow, and you know what color I ended up using? Desert, the lightest one.
did you? The one you didn't want to use?
Right. Yeah. That's the one I ended up using right there. And
Are you happy with it?
I do. I like the shadow.
I do.
Right underneath. I did it like the light was coming this way, basically. I gotta, like the light was on top of the dragonfly, and this is the shadow, and then there.
I went out of bed pictures. Hold on. Did you shadow the body and the tail too?
I did the tail, but I haven't done the body. I'm like, if the light's coming this way, would I do it right here? I'm not sure.
It looks like it's 3/4. Like the tail comes out shorter than the regular tail, but then the wings look like they're larger than the regular wings. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
If you look at the picture, if you do it like the picture, the
Yeah.
tail shadow is like 3/4 of the length of the
Okay.
real tail.
I see.
And it looks like it's like a 1/2 of an inch away.
Yeah. I didn't follow the exact shadow. I started up here and I didn't get it exactly right. So then I'm like, okay, so if this is the shadow, then this is the light on top.
Right.
So then I put the shadow. I wanted the shadow to look like it was underneath the dragonfly.
Like if it was like on the ground and the
Yeah, and there was light coming down. That's what I was trying to do, but I do like it, and I think that the next time I do it, it'll look even better. Because I'm just blending that shadow down so that it doesn't look like a streak.
I
And
think it
then
looks great.
so far, I like it. I like the way that I can't show you, and I'm looking in the mirror though. You can see it, right? While I'm looking at it.
No, not right now.
Oh,
I
right
see
there.
your ear. But do what works for you.
Ooh, ooh! I almost dropped my palette.
Do you mind if I walk away for 2 minutes? Just need
Go
to,
ahead. Go ahead.
after talking about him, I think I was in the way of my friend. And we have been. Well, anything. I told my son that I would teach his girlfriend how to cook. They eat out every meal every day.
Well, he would appreciate that.
I
Yeah.
don't know when the last time he had a cooked meal is. Well, I know he goes to like her family's house, stuff
Uh-huh.
like that. So I'm sure they cook. But at home, he's never like I'm like, so what did you eat out today, Jaren? He goes, oh, I got this huge fajita, or I got taco, and I'm like, Jaren, you need to start cooking. And he went when he was in cyber school.
Uh-huh.
He went to Little Chef's Academy. He knows how to cook.
Uh,
He went to pretty many Little Chef's Academy classes. It was so cute. He used to have like the little chef's hat and the chef jacket,
oh yeah.
but it was called Little Chef's Academy.
That sounds cute.
But I'll be right back. It'll only take me 2 minutes, I promise.
Okay. Okay.
My knees. I need to stand up anyways.
Shar says, did you Shar, did you break it like really bad, your nail? Like down to like the skin part? Because that hurts. And I agree. You said I used to think I was in the way of my friends and we've been okay. I think you mean them, but it says I help him around the house. I think that's all if especially someone that loves you, your family, if you're helping them, I don't think they mind, but it's if you're mooching off them that they start to get irritated, you know. Because that wouldn't bother me either if I had a family member stay and they actually helped around the house, indoor, outdoor, whatever, laundry, dishes, whatever. That would be the best thing. That would be better than money to me. So, but you don't want somebody to move in that's going to be a burden because then they don't do anything or they don't contribute in any way. They just make your life worse. And I know Jamie's not like that. I know that. So she would be an excellent um mom and help teach his girlfriend how to cook. Hmm.
I'm here. I'm just to the side. I just got back.
I was asking Shar how bad her nail was.
What happened to her nail?
It sounds like she broke it really bad because Tiffany was asking her how it was. I was wondering if she broke it down to like back by the skin part, where that really hurts bad.
Yeah.
And
You ever get cut underneath the nail? I swear it's the worst.
oh yeah. And then she said she used to think she was in the way and we've been okay. I help him around the house. I think she means she helps her friend around the house and so it works out for them. And I was just saying that I know you're not going to just go there and just be like, serve me. You're not like that. No, they're not worth it. I don't think. And I love my husband, but If he was to, yeah. Yeah.
Did she show up, John?
Did she what? Oh.
No, he just got back. So
Oh, okay. Too many mooches and sloths. Yes, I know. And I have some family that are like that. You definitely do not want them moving into your house. But then I have some family that's great. And of course, I'm a great roommate too. You can ask my husband. I help around the house and stuff. I like to fix stuff.
I thought that's where you were. Didn't know.
So tell me, can you guys see the shading on the photo? I wish I hadn't put it so far back because it hurts when I'm trying to show you. I did some shading here and here and here to try and make it look a little bit dimensional. And I know it's not perfect. I don't expect it to be my first time. But can you see the shading at all is what I'm wondering?
I'll be right back. 1 minute.
Okay. I broke at the end, the top of the finger. Ouch. Yeah. Hey, Zach, we're glad you're back.
That rhymed.
That sounds painful, Shar. Sounds very painful. I clip mine down if they get too long because that happens. They'll split or they'll go right down to the skin. It's never gone. I know some people it goes into the skin. No, I've never had that happen because just close hurts. So Zach is back. Oh, and you help him. That's great, Shar. That's great when friends can help each other. I think so. Because sometimes strangers don't care as much as friends, you know. I want to say I think I'm done and I'm trying to show you guys. I did put some glitter. I can see the glitter from here, but I did put a shadow. Oh, there's a shadow. If you can see it right there's a shadow. I tried to put it under the wings so it looked like the light was coming from the top. Just let me know.
Sorry. Let me see. I like the colors you went with. It looks good.
And of course, I love the glitter, you know.
And I like the color not butterfly, sorry. Color dragonfly you went with. A lot better than like the blue one that I sent you.
Yeah, that's a really pretty paint. And you know,
I like that.
I didn't choose. I just wanted to use this color and see what it looked like. Oh, that's cool, Shar. She said that since she helps her friend out, that she stays with that they get along great. So I know you would go. Oh,
I'm sorry about the brain tumor.
Yeah. Yeah. Army pals.
Were you in the army? Sure. My dad was in the Navy. My grandpa was in the army.
My grandpa was in the army too. And then my uncle was. And the only reason I know that isn't because he talked about it, it's because he's got a picture of himself in a army.
Well, I can still picture to this day my grandmother and my grandfather's wedding picture because they got married like in the army. Because you had those guys with like I don't know if it was guns but they were like with their guns pointed toward each other. And my grandparents walked underneath.
That's cool. That's cool.
It does look awesome,
military
doesn't it?
wedding. Thank you, Tiffany. Like a military wedding. Is that what that would have been called?
Yeah, my parents, they weren't married because I know the church that they were married in is around here. So they didn't get married while he was in the Navy.
Oh,
but me and my sister were Navy brats. Like I was born in San Diego and my sister was born in Honolulu.
Hey, James, how are you?
Hey, James, how are you?
And
I have crazy catfishing.
Yeah, hi.
How are you? I
And
think you did a great job, though, Krista.
thank you. Would you say, Jamie?
I think you did a great job.
Thank you. I have an excellent teacher.
So
Does it make
next time,
3D
are we going to do it again, or
I want to practice shading. So if we don't do this again and we do the one you said with the finger, that has shading too, right?
let me look real quick. I'm not sure.
I'm doing good. Half crazy catfishing. Zach said his grandpa was in the Navy. Her dad, Jamie's dad, was in the Navy.
And then my grandpa was in the Army.
Yeah, mine were both. My grandpa and my uncle were both in the Army. Hey, Mr. J, you're still here?
There's a little bit of shadowing, a little bit
So that's
at
just,
the ends of like the lines.
yeah, I just really want to work on that because that gives it the dimension, and that's the part that I really like is making it
We
look
can find more 3D looks too, like different 3Ds.
yeah.
I can type in like 3D face painting looks, and we can do more.
Yeah.
I mean, we have tons of looks that we can do for a long time, so every Thursday we can work on something different. And but if you want to work on shadowing, we can find another 3D look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So sorry about that, Shar. I'm glad that everything's better now. Yes, a CAV unit. Is that an
My
army?
parents, they never got married twice.
Your parents never got married twice?
Well, Tiffany said her parents never got married. I said my parents shouldn't have got married, and they definitely shouldn't have got married twice.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Tiffany, you're the nicest. I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube that I've ever met.
mhm.
I have lots of nieces and nephews who are also.
I wasn't married when both my kids were born. I got married and he adopted them. Jaren was 6 months old, Ozzy was 3, and he adopted them. But both of them were born without me being married.
And that's, that just is
You
what
don't have to get divorced then.
you don't. It doesn't cost anything. Yeah.
Yep.
We got married because we were stupid in love. There was no children.
I was born in 77 when I was born in San Diego.
You guys could have been neighbors and you didn't even know it.
Know it. Do you know where Balboa Hospital is? That's where I was born. I always think of Rocky Balboa. But I was born in Balboa Hospital.
Yeah, that's the only other Balboa I've ever heard of.
Yeah, well, I think it's a Navy hospital.
Oh, like the base is called Balboa?
I'm not sure though, because I was too little to even remember San Diego. Okay.
Okay,
No
sure.
worries.
We'll be here for a little bit longer too. Because
So,
Kristen don't have to work.
I'm gonna say, what are you gonna do today since you don't work?
I'm gonna be trying to make. I've got some bins. I'm gonna try to make little kitty houses for when they come back from getting operated. They can stay in there, and I don't have to worry about them because we're gonna try to catch. We're gonna take the traps and catch more. Try and catch more cats for Monday.
How many are there?
Well, it's hard to tell, because there's different ones that come at different times, but there's at least 8. There maybe is 10. And I don't know if there's any more, but I think I saw the mama cat too. So if I can catch her, but one of the traps was broken and the one of the black cats kept going in there and eating and then tripping the trap. And okay, Zach. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for it. Thank you.
I was gonna say, when you release it, what's the chances that you're gonna keep on catching ones you've already done?
Well, they're gonna, since they're feral cats, they clip the ear. So if you see a cat in your trap that's got a clipped ear, you just let it out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know that none of them have been fixed. So the first two I caught are not
Because
fixed.
if you feed them, they're gonna remember where to come back to. That's my only
That's
fear.
my
They're gonna
hope.
keep on.
Yeah, that's my hope that they keep coming back so I can catch them all and get them all
No,
spayed
I
and
mean the ones you've already done since you fed them. They know
yeah,
you fed them, and then you took care of them.
yeah.
Are they gonna keep coming back, and you're gonna keep on trapping ones? Like, how does that? Have they
Well,
all been there at one point? Like,
it's I don't know how it's gonna go because this is my first time. Did I smear it? I don't think it's smeared. Oh, it's not
you
smearing.
can set it with setting powder if you want to.
Okay, I'll do that right now. Let me find it. Here we go. Because this is my first time ever doing this, Jamie. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen. But once their ears are clipped, when I take them in, they'll they'll shoot. Hopefully the ones that don't have clipped ears, when I take them in, they'll know if they've been fixed. They just won't fix them. Do you know? Am I making sense? I don't even know.
No, I know what you mean. I meant like at your home. Are
Oh, at
you
my
just gonna
home.
keep on recapturing the same ones?
If I that's possible, but there are so many now that are not fixed that um I should be able to get at least I should be able to at least get 6 or 8 of them done. So yeah, because that one black cat that kept escaping and eating the food, I'm like, I wanted to trap it, but it kept escaping because the trap was broken. And so I finally fixed the trap, but we didn't catch the black cat. We caught a different one. So I'm hoping that that black cat will still come back and try to get in that trap, and then we'll catch it.
Um, what happens if, like, I don't know, maybe you know, what happens if you catch one that's pregnant? Like,
They will still spay and neuter, and the kittens will be, they will be aborted.
yeah, I
Because
was wondering, like, does,
yeah,
because then you're starting all over again because they're gonna have how many in that litter, and then they're gonna get bigger, and like it's just,
yeah, we're trying to stop that, so they will, but like some veterinarians won't do that. This is a specifically through the Humane Society, so they're trying. It's trap, neuter, return. They want the cats to not reproduce because there's so many already. And Tiffany said, I ended up keeping my cat, feral cat. That's Can Cat, right? Because there's one of the cats that I took in today, and she's so pretty. I wish she would be my kitten. But my husband says that I can feed them, and if and we can make the little shelters and stuff, but they can't be in the house. But I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. So, but I do want to get as many spayed and neuter as I can to stop them from having more babies, because it started with one cat. She had babies. She, before I could get them taken to the Humane Society and get her fixed, she left, took all her kittens and left. Then the next year, I think she had kittens in the shed, and she did the same thing. As soon as we found out she was in there, she took the kittens and left. So she hasn't had babies in my shed in a while, but I believe she's the one making all these babies, and I would like to catch her and get
well,
her.
the other thing is if it started with one cat, are they getting pregnant by cats related to them? I mean,
Yeah,
like,
that's yes, very well. And I don't know if that matters in the whole cat scheme of things, like with humans, where they start to have brain damage and medical issues and stuff. Um, so yeah, That just happens. That it does. Brothers and sisters, mothers and babies, if they've got the parts, they can make the kittens.
Yeah.
So we want to stop all of it. And yeah, I believe if there's a lot of inbreeding, you're going to start having kittens that have physical problems, mental problems. And you don't want a crazy cat, man. Ooh.
Mm.
I've seen them on The Cat from Hell, Jackson Galaxy, the ones that actually have to be on medicine because they got mental issues and stuff. So that is a thing.
I mean, I know they're different from humans, but there's got to be a point where they can't keep breeding.
Yeah, I think they start to have disfigurement, just whatever inbreeding would cause. Yeah, I think they start to. And yeah, I definitely don't want any crazy cats around. My cat's already crazy, the one in the house. You've heard her. So
I heard her. But now I know she's a sweet cat, so I don't think of her being mean anymore.
yeah, I'm
But
glad.
when I heard her last birthday, I'm like, that was a cat?
Yeah.
And
She
you're
was
still
doing
alive?
that earlier.
With one eye open with that cat.
Yeah, she was doing that earlier. I don't know if anybody heard her. But
But now you told me how sweet she is, so.
yeah. And the one cat that we caught to get neutered today, she was one of the ones, she was real sweet. She would come up to the door. So I think she wanted to come in. I don't know if somebody owned her already but she's the one that I would like to bring into the house and keep if I can. There is something I do have to do though. We talked to
Will
Jamie.
your husband give in?
Huh?
You think your husband will give in?
For one cat, yes, not for all of them. Yeah. Because I'm sure they're all less than 1 year old. There's a couple that look older, but most of them are kittens. And they
Is the one in your house fixed?
Yeah. Oh yeah. My dogs and my cat all.
So you could get a male or a female and bring it in your house. It's fine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And any animal living with me gets spayed and
When a human gets fixed, you have to go back every so many years and have it checked. Do they tell you that with a cat?
No. I'm pretty sure that they figure that if I see one of the cats with the clipped ears, if I see them walking around and they look like they're pregnant or something, I would probably take them back and find out what's going on. But
hi, Joy.
You got all your chores done today, Joy? Thanks for listening. Last time she talked to us for too long, I remember.
And she was saying about how she always forgets to say she's here.
Yeah.
We appreciate that a lot.
So good.
I think people,
Dragonfly.
I think with us changing the time in the morning like we did, and that we were here way too early, I think it got off to a rough start. But
yeah. I wish I could stay this late every day, but I can't. Today is a non-work. I'm not going to work today, so
that's fine. We'll take you when we can get you.
I know. I would rather be
You look relaxed though.
What?
You look very relaxed though.
I am.
I don't have to be done by this time.
Yeah. My alarm's
and
going.
You did a great job and you did a tough one.
I'm good.
Dragonfly is not easy to do.
I like it. I would not do it on myself though.
Oh, thank you. And you make ours.
Thank you, Joy.
I like everyone that comes at this time.
I think
very nice ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. We have a great time in the mornings. It's my favorite one. I like Slumber Party too, but this is my favorite. Well, I like face painting, so this is my favorite one.
I remember it wasn't hard to get you turned either.
You brought me to the dark side real easy.
I was like, "Do you want to do face painting?" And you're like, "Okay." I was like, "All right." That wasn't hard.
now since I've tried it, it's all over now.
Now it's hard to get either one of us to go back to
to do makeup.
regular. We're always like, what can we do face painting for that look?
Yeah. How can we sneak some in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun to also make makeup into face painting.
Mm-hmm. It
Like
just,
take regular makeup and turn it into face painting looks.
you get to be a little more creative. Um, but I like doing makeup too. This is just more fun for me doing this stuff.
Right. I catch myself when I'm looking like on Mercury or eBay, stuff like that. I'm looking for face painting stuff a lot.
I know, and I need to stop doing that, but yeah, it's just as bad as buying makeup. It's just as bad. You want everything.
Like with that, this face paint thing, I saw it on like Mercury, and I think it was like $16. You might want to look; it might still be on there if you're interested in this one.
Oh
But
yeah.
I'm like, oh, that would be nice to have it back. Like,
Yeah.
I
Because like
don't need it yet. I have a lot still left in here, but I'm like, oh, backup face paint.
I'm not sure, Jamie. How much was it when you got it? Do you remember how much it was? I
I
know
got it
when you got it by Be Creative, but you had to go on Amazon. How much do you remember how much was it?
18, I believe.
It's up to 25, that palette is.
Really?
It is, yeah.
I'll look on Mercury and see if that one's still for sale and send you the link if it is.
Okay.
Because I think it was $16 and free shipping.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, especially
So,
if it's brand new.
yeah, it's still sealed. It still has the plastic sealed
Yeah.
on it. That's why I was thinking if I did get it for a backup, it had the seal on it, so it wouldn't be drying out already. I mean, like if
Yeah.
somebody opened it and then decided they didn't want it, it would have had the air to it. But
Mhm.
this one's still sealed, so
Yeah, it could have
I'll
been
see.
compromised. Yeah.
I'll see if it's still there. I'll send you the link because it lasts longer than you think. I've dug into this so many times, and I still have a lot left.
Yeah.
A little goes a long way with paint.
Yeah, I thought it wouldn't last that long either because they look like little squares, but are they pretty deep?
Yeah, they don't look like much, but that's
Yeah.
you don't need much when it comes to paint.
No,
And then with having like the paint pods and all that other stuff, you don't have to always use
yeah.
what's in there. Like if I'm gonna use black, I'll use one of my black paint pods instead of opening that up.
Yeah. I was gonna
Because that's the only thing that's think about that is when you open it, the air's hitting all of them.
whoops. Yeah. That's all I use.
I love how that's like 2-dimensional.
Yeah. A teeny bit. And it was
What's
really,
the color? Does it say the color of it?
huh? Oh,
Does it have a color?
let's see. I put my glasses on. I saw pretty and I ordered it. I'm pretty sure this one was $4.99 because of the color.
And it's
Ingredient.
the nicest one you like, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice. It doesn't have a color on it. Blue Squid Pro. Wait. 306 metallic purple. 306
So the
metallic.
metallic is what's making the color look different.
Yup.
Thank you, Mr. J.
She is. I think she could do like her own face paint tutorials. But I really liked how creamy it was. You saw how it was liquidy. Because even the less expensive ones, they still kind of are. They can still, when you get a lot of paint on, crack, so they're a little drier. Where this one was not dry at all. It's creamy, and then I believe it's set down, so it's not smearing. What would smear would be like the tart, the shadow would smear. But I did not with face
Is
powder.
that one that you have to wet, or you just take the brush and go?
No, this one's wet. This one you have to wet because the dry, it doesn't. Yeah, when you do the dry, it comes off a little bit, but this one has to be used wet.
Welcome back, Char.
Good.
Oh, you got something neat.
Let me show you this other one I got, Jamie. This is the Mehron Star Blend Cake Makeup White Mehron.
And this is wet and dry. This white
I
is a wet and dry.
That interests me how you could use it either.
Yeah. So it's really soft. So it shows up white, and then let me see what it looks like when I wet it, since I haven't done that yet. Doo-doo. Notification. See if it's as creamy as this other one. But this is Mayron, so I'm hoping it's even nicer.
Yeah, the one Mayron that I have, let me find it. It's already. Here, I'll get it. It's not powder. It's already a cream. See, it's Mayron Clown White.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
when you open it up, it's already a cream. You don't have to wet it or nothing.
Yeah, I thought they just did the powder, water powder makeup, but they do all different kinds. Liquid and okay, so that was the dry.
I was wondering what you're eating too, Shar.
This is okay, so this is wet and this is dry.
Oh wow, it's really creamy looking.
Yeah, it is.
But it's pure white. It doesn't look like doesn't look sheer at all.
No, especially wet. It's definitely. So I could use it to powder. I could use it to paint, and then you wouldn't have to set this because this is
Mayron.
eyeshadow. You have to set the eyeshadow, but this when it dries, you don't have to set it. But
you could also use that white if you're doing really colorful eyeshadow looks. You could use that white to prime your eye with so that the color really stands out on top of it.
You don't think that would itch my eyes? Press powder. It says makeup, press powder makeup.
No, I think it would be good because I have primers that are cream and then they set to powder. Okay. And that makes it easier to spread the color out, like blend it. But if you have it white, it's going to really make the color pop.
Yeah.
So if you wait till if you put it on wet and get it like you like it, and then wait till it dries, you'll have that clear white base that I think it's P. Louise. They have one that's all white. I think it's the same result you're going to get.
Yeah, and that's already a cream, I think, too.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, that does sound good.
Now I'm getting hungry.
I love potato wedges, Zach. I love those potato wedges that are seasoned, the big giant ones. Oh, love them.
I'm a French fry person.
I love those too. I love potatoes in any form. I have no prejudice against any potato at all.
Lately, I've been getting French fries, like loaded ones.
Oh yeah. If the toppings are really good, I like that too.
And I put like I'll ask them for like extra that pour cheese, that yellow, orangey pour cheese, like loaded on there.
Yeah, my husband loves that he loves that kind of cheese. I went to the Fancy Dollar store and they had I watched Kimmy's Kitchens and More, and she got this nacho cheese from there. And it is so good. I know that was kind of off, but we love that liquidy cheese. He'll make for dinner sometimes. And, we don't have kids. We don't got to be nutritious. We don't got to worry about that stuff. He'll make chili cheese fries with chili and that cheese just on the fries, and that will be dinner.
Oh, I love Wendy's chili cheese fries. They're so good.
Yeah. So
and I like, and everybody thinks I'm nasty. I love cheese and gravy on my fries.
Now, I've never had that. And I know I've heard about the gravy on the fries. And Zach's here. That's a Canadian thing, right, Zach? The gravy on the fries. Do they do cheese and gravy in Canada? Or is that just a Jamie thing? Or a Pittsburgh thing?
Pennsylvania.
I know. I just dropped something. I was trying to talk at the same time, and that doesn't work out so well for me. I have a lot to clean up in this room. A lot.
Not me. I didn't do much. I find myself constantly putting my stuff back where it used to be.
Oh, instead of where you moved it to. Yeah. It's got to become like a
Have
um
it.
yes. Yes. And that's what I try to put things where my mind puts them, because if I put it somewhere else, that's when I lose stuff. I'm like, okay, so keys go on the key ring, right? But if I don't put them there all the time and I put them somewhere else and I'm like, no, I'm going to put my keys in my pocket, I forget where they're at and I lose them. So it's
How
got
many times have I lost that wax stick?
to. Now you have more. So
I have them in the new drawers already, so I know where to go to when the one I have is empty, but it's finding that one that
yeah.
I'm using.
Yeah. But those drawers, that's a lot of drawers. I like that storage is really cool.
I love it. I just thought that it was going to be a little bit wider and a little bit deeper. Not much, but I thought a little bit more.
Okay.
Because, like, here, I'll show you.
That says fried cheese curds and gravy is called, fries, cheese curds, and gravy is called poutine.
See, it's not a bad sized drawer from front to back. You mean?
Uh-huh.
But, like, the deepness, I just thought it would be a little deeper. You mean?
Okay. Can you fit a foundation in there though? That's my big deal with drawers, is that sometimes the foundations don't, or the big pallets. Okay, you would have to lay it down, or you have some big ones.
There's 10 drawers this size,
Right.
and then there's 5 drawers that are like up to here. I mean, like they're
Yeah.
deeper.
Yeah.
But those 5, like I'm trying to figure out what's gonna go where, because like the foundation doesn't fit.
Right.
But I was hoping it would. You mean like?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I wanted to put like skincare and like setting sprays and that kind of stuff in the
Mhm.
deeper ones. So I don't know. I have to play around with it and see what works.
I lay my foundations down. So if that doesn't bother you, you could lay them down in there.
You don't think that it might come out and spill?
No, I make sure the cap is tight. Like this one has been sideways since I've been in this room. So
Then
it should,
maybe I'll do that. I'm just always afraid that they'll leak and it'll get all over the place and it'll be empty.
oh, well, I'm not gonna say that's never happened to me, because I'm sure it has. I just clean it up. You know what I mean? I now, if it was a Dior foundation or something that was like 50, 60, there's no way I would set it on the side. This is pure, and I paid like half price at Ulta for it.
Yeah. No, I mean, none of them I really care if I set it on the side. I don't know. I just want to see what is more convenient.
Jamie, Zach's got a question for you.
Let me see if I can find the one I use. Here. It's Your Skin But Better setting spray. And when you're done putting your makeup on, you spray it. You can also take a blender, like a beauty blender, and tap it in, but it just holds things so it doesn't move. I mean, the back says soothing hydration mist and makeup extending spray. Use alone or as your replenishing hydrator. Also under makeup prep or after the makeup application to set and extend makeup wear for up to 16 hours.
That's a long time.
Yeah. So you can use it before to kind of hydrate your face and then after to extend the wear.
Yeah. I have makeup trays and an eyelash tray. It stays on longer. Yeah, 16 hours. My eyeshadow barely lasts for a couple hours. I have really, really oily eyelids though. Really oily.
I always forget to use setting spray.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, I use setting spray to spray my brush. If I can't get the brush to pick it up, I'll spray it so it's wet and a little bit sticky, so it'll get it like the glitter to stick to it.
Uh-huh.
But I always forget to like set my face with it, or I forget. This is like the one step I always forget.
The reason I usually set my face is if I use powder. I have oily skin, but it makes my face feel, I don't know. It feels powdery. So
I knew you were gonna say that word.
you knew. So I'll use the setting spray and just like douse it, like to try to get it to be more not so powdery.
Yeah, Zach, it's a good question. It was hard for me to explain it, so
So you are learning, Zach.
very much so. But if it was hard for me to explain it, then it's got to be hard to understand it.
Right?
Because when you ask, I'm like, how do I explain this?
I never use
Maybe-
CC cream. I've used
No,
BB cream. Yeah, I've used
no,
BB.
I don't think so. I think I just use foundation. I don't believe I ever do.
The only reason I use BB cream or CC cream is because it's got SPF in it. And I don't wear a lot of makeup to work. I usually wear SPF or I'll wear mascara, which reminds me I'm gonna do my mascara.
But BB cream is CC cream. Isn't it just like a tinted moisturizer? Isn't it just, it's not really foundation, right?
BB cream is like a tinted moisturizer and they put SPF in it. So when you use it, it's not like so it's like you're putting on a tinted SPF basically. Yeah, BB cream. CC cream is supposed to be some type of a color corrector. Like if you have red, it's supposed to correct it, or if you have yellow or blue under your eyes. CC cream is supposed to correct all that. I don't know what's in it that fixes everything, but that's the idea behind CC cream. And I don't know if CC cream has SPF in it because I only just have used BB cream. So but the reason I do use it is because it's usually got SPF in it. If we're doing makeup, I use foundation. I hardly
I forget. I just went blank. What does BB stand for?
Beauty balm,
That's it.
I believe. I could be wrong if somebody else in the chat knows, but I believe it's beauty balm because it's not it's you can see through it, you know, it's just like a BB cream just makes it look like you're finished, but everybody's with the natural look now, and that's part of the natural look. But it usually has SPF in it. Not always though, you got to check, but I like ones that I think I just ordered that Pure Lease one on Ipsy because it had SPF in it. I think so. I'll be trying that out. Oh, I'm gonna grab my. What did I do with the I was gonna try my new mascara and stuff, but I dropped it and I don't know where it went. So I guess I'm not gonna. Oh, here it is. I found it. I got it. Okay.
When shadow don't.
Okay.
Because I have a problem sometimes with like shimmers. You go to wipe them, you go to put them on your face, and it's like didn't do nothing, didn't transfer. And if you wet it, it'll stick to your brush and go on your eye. It doesn't seem like you need as much.
And it shows up better sometimes too,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Right.
I always forget to do that, but I mean to spray with the brush. If it won't stick though, I for sure do it. So here's what I have today for eyeshadow or for mascara. I've got LA Colors Priming Mascara, which is a primer. Then I have the Volumizing Water Resistant, $1 and $1. And then this is the last thing I got was the Intense Color Lip Gloss, dollar store. I found an awesome dollar store not near my house. I have to drive a little ways to get there. So I'm going to put these on with my face paint. And, oh, okay. We're going to be getting off here shortly. It's 1 o'clock. And I still got to make some kitty cages.
Sorry. I was,
1 o'clock, Jamie.
huh?
It's already 1 o'clock.
What do
gonna-
you want to call it a day then?
I'm gonna use the LA Colors primer and mascara I got at that crazy dollar store. A dollar,
Okay.
$1. And I got this is new too. It's Intense Color Lip Gloss. So I'm gonna try those while we're on live.
Okay.
I have been using the e.l.f. foundation. Is it the new e.l.f. foundation? I heard good things about it. I haven't tried it yet, but
I got the a friend sent me this because it was the wrong color. I got the Color Pop No Filter Foundation. And I really like the way this looks.
oh yeah. I've heard good stuff about that too.
I don't think it's very expensive at all either. I think it's actually pretty cheap. But I really like this one. And I like the Juvia's Place. I have 700 and I have a 650 in the Juvia's Place. And these, if you watch for sales, you can get these for like $7.
The foundation,
Mm-hmm.
they do have sales sometimes. I'm
The
not.
only thing I noticed about Juvia's Place is they have a lot of sales all the time, but they never have like spend so much and get free shipping. I've never seen any of their sales that are like free shipping.
Oh,
But I don't know where they are located. Maybe they're like not in the same state, so they are paying a bundle, so they have to. I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't even know where it. Maybe does it have an address?
where they're located. All right. So
But
the
it's gonna be sold there. No, they're from New Jersey. I could drive there.
oh,
But then it says that Juvia's Place is in Secaucus, New Jersey. But then underneath it says PNR Consultancy Ltd in the UK. So I don't know. I don't know where it comes from.
that sounds confusing to me.
I just like the coverage you get with it. It's like full coverage. The Juvia's Place.
Yeah, I do. If I'm gonna wear foundation, I do like a full coverage because I figure if you don't want it full coverage, you can always add a moisturizer to it and make it not. Or you can't make one that's not full coverage more coverage.
Right. Oh,
Char's still got to get her sewing done.
yeah. I'm sorry. If you have to go get your sewing done, go get your sewing done.
Yeah, we're almost done. I was just trying these to see if these are worth it. These LA Colors for $1. This primer is difficult. Can you see where the white's at and then you see the brush?
Yeah, it's not where you want it to be.
Right, you want the primer to be on the bristles. So I'm having a hard time getting it on my eyes. So I'm going to do just the one side. But it's taken me 3 coats to build it up. And you can't see because I got everything in my way. But
The Juvia's Place or the e.l.f.?
But I have to blend for my shade.
Probably. I know the Juvia's Place. It's hard. It's either too light or too dark.
Oh, is she having the same trouble that you're having?
Yeah, I think so. She said Juvia's Place is awesome. I love the coverage on them. I think when Nikki Tutorials does a lot of her looks, I think she uses Juvia's Place because of the full coverage it gives you.
She likes a full coverage.
Very full.
Yeah. Because I've seen her do one that's not full coverage and she's like, no. Okay, I'm going to try the mascara. I was disappointed in the primer. So it took me 3 coats to get it on my eye.
Yeah.
And let's see.
I keep forgetting about that. The Honey app. I keep forgetting about that.
I've never used that. What is that?
it saves you money no matter, like, if you buy something, if there's a sale on it, it'll find it for you.
It finds the sales for you. Can you put
Yeah.
it on your cell phone?
Yeah, it's an app.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it runs in the background or do you go on there when you're looking for like the products, because if you have to go on their app, I forget. But if it runs in the background, then maybe it's been working for me. I don't know.
Okay.
I've never actually. I have the app. I just haven't ordered anything through it.
I'm going to take back what I said about the primer. It did take 3 coats, though, to get that primer on my face. So let me show you. Can you see my eyelashes there? Oh, let's see. It's hard to see eyelashes on the video.
I've seen a couple on your left eye.
Right here. This is the primer eye with 1 coat of mascara. And this is just 1 coat of mascara. Okay, I'm going to put another coat on so you can at least see the other eye eventually. But I'm going to do 2 coats, 1 on each eye. We'll see what happens. Because I wear mascara a lot. So if the mascara is not good, I'm not all about that. It's got to be good. Oh, and I get it all over my eye. I do that. That's just what I do.
I think I scratch myself when I'm sleeping.
Do you have a boo-boo?
Yeah, like on the corner of my eye, and then there's one on my nose.
Oh.
And I think I have one like on my cheek, but they feel like nicks. And sometimes when you put these fake nails on, and if you forget to file the end, they have like sharp little things, like almost like there was tabs on them at one time.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if, because every once in a while one falls off, they have to fix. I'm wondering if I scratch myself when I forget to file them down,
Mm,
and they're sharp.
that's, yeah. I'm
But I
sure.
don't know how else I don't have a cat or a dog, so I don't know. I would get scratches on my face.
If you don't have a cat or a dog, then you're probably the ones doing it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I hope so. Because I don't know what's crawling around here. And I didn't.
Okay, I'm going to try to show you. Okay, so this is with 2 coats, right? I don't know if you can see. See, and I can see my eyelashes really good in normal light, but not here. I can see a
I can
difference,
tell the difference.
but so the primer is not horrible. I mean, it does make them, that's the primer eye. It does make them
But do you have to shop on there, Shar? I'm sorry.
That's okay. No. I want to know about the app too. It's a coupon app. We're still talking about the Honey app, right?
Yeah. I can tell the difference with the mascara. I
Oh,
can tell that you put stuff on. I think thickness, because of thickness, no. I don't think it's that I don't think I see the length. Think I see it looks thicker, like the blackness.
yeah. I didn't curl them, so they're not going up, but
But
yeah.
I think this mascara looks good for, like, you get the, what do you call it?
This was volumizing. That's what you're talking about, I think. The thickness is this was volumizing and waterproof.
Yeah, but not lengthening.
Right. They're already long. Even though you can't see them, they're long. Because can you see that I got stuff all up on the top of my eye up here? I don't know
Yeah.
if you can. That's from my eyelashes when they're wet hitting the top of my hooded eye.
Oh, okay. So
Now,
they're actually long. They're not dark.
I know. I'm just trying to be like, oh, how can you see my?
You get the app when it sees you shopping on any site, it shows you what they can do for coupons. So it'll pop up. It'll pop up. You don't have to always shop on Honey, or do you go on Honey
I'm
and
gonna try
shop,
it.
and it'll pull up the stores that have sales?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Oh, what did I do with that? Yeah, I'm going to put it on my phone and see, because I do most of my shopping on my phone, not on my computer. And I know some stuff works on your computer, but not on your phone.
Yeah.
So,
I know there's a lot of times I ask questions, I'm like, I didn't see that. And they said because it has to be on your laptop. And I
yeah.
don't go on my laptop that often. I actually forget it's here sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, that's a pretty dark lip gloss.
Who is it?
This is the LA Colors, the dollar. It has the plastic, hard plastic tip. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I like the color too. And it's coconut. I can smell the coconut. My lips aren't really, really thick. I can't overdraw with a lip gloss. So, but that color is really pretty.
I like that color.
Smears like coconuts. So for $1, if you see it at your dollar store, this is nice to try. The
Was
volumizing,
that a liquid or was that a bullet?
it was a liquid. It's got, let me show you the tip. It's not like the other lip glosses. This is it's got
Oh,
that,
squeeze?
yeah, where it comes out and then you
So does it feel like a gloss then?
It is. It's not going to be long lasting. If I drink something like my coffee, it's going to come off. But the lash primer for $1, I mean, not horrible. It did make them look longer on the one side. And then the volumizing mascara, I don't know if it's going to smear anything later. That'll be my test for this. But for what it is now, and I don't understand why I can see my eyelashes in this mirror, but when I look at you, I cannot see my eyelashes. I don't understand.
It happens. So I don't know why. I do looks and I'm like, that's not how it looks in my mirror. What you guys see is not what I see.
I know. And it's usually better in this mirror than it's on the.
Than it is on the camera. Because I'm like, oh, I really like that color. That came out exactly how I want it. And then I look up at the screen. I'm like, oh man, how do I fix this?
Right. I got a 5-pound bag of Death Wish coffee for $11.99 less because of the app. That's a lot of coffee. Do you like that? What's the Death Wish coffee? I've seen it and I'm like, is it super strong? Is it, obviously it's not going to kill you because you're here, but what is the big deal about Death Wish coffee, Shar? She said it pops up.
I don't drink coffee, so I've never heard of it.
I
I
think
drink hot tea.
I think she was just talking about the big discount, how she got with the Honey app, she got the big discount.
This Octoly website's getting on my nerves.
The Octoly website.
Mm-hmm. Because it's not notifying me when products go up.
Is it because you don't have like a ton of followers, or I don't know how that works?
No, it's just my phone is weird. I'll get the notification. Like, how do I say it? I'll get the notification and the product isn't even ready, hasn't even went up yet.
Mm-hmm.
But then when the product goes up, I won't get the notification, and they're not selling because you're not buying it, you're using credits, but you're basically selling out. And it's like there was like 2 on here that I could have got, and I never got the notification.
Aw.
It's almost like you have to sit here and keep refreshing it, and that shouldn't be how it is.
Right. And who's got that kind of time?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But you're losing out on a lot of great things. Like they just had perfumes, and the perfumes are $98 each.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Oh, Shar can't use mascara. Mascara's my favorite.
I don't usually use mascara either. I
Oh,
just put on the falsies.
yeah. Well, once I start doing that, and I need to get to that, I have like 4 more videos to film today for commitments. And
If you don't want to sit here and wait, when you learn how to do false mascara, buy the Duo, the dark blue one.
uh-huh,
It's like almost like instant drying.
dark blue
Here, let me show you
duo.
the packaging.
Well, what's your favorite makeup product, Char? Then, if you can't use mascara, there must be like I also love lip gloss.
This is what the package looks like. Dark blue. They have like green and orange ones, but
Okay.
this is the dark blue one. It's quick set. It's like you put the glue on the lash and you can literally put it right to your eye.
Okay.
Where the other one, you have to wait until the glue is almost like clear. And that's what, but not too clear that it's dry. I mean,
Uh-huh.
you have to like look and know when it just turned clear, and then it's the tackiest, and then you put it on your eye.
Okay.
I mean, forever and a day I used Kiss because it has a brush and all that. But this, once I started using this, you literally put it on the lash and you can put it right to the eye.
And it squeezes out like a pointy end.
No, this one, let me see if there's a picture. It's like a plastic applicator.
Oh, I
It's
see
plastic.
it.
It's not a brush.
I
It's
see
just like a hard plastic, I guess you could say.
it. Okay.
And it like bubbles up a little bit on there. So you like when you dip it, it like kind of bubble on there. And when you go on the lash, you might have to like dip twice to fill the lash, but
Okay.
this is the fastest I've ever seen drying.
Okay. Zach said he's got to go. So, bye,
Yeah,
Zach.
we probably should call it a day too. We've been on for 3.5 hours almost.
Yeah. Let's call it a day. Shar said that coffee, if that's the Death Wish coffee, I'm gonna try that because that sounds delicious. And okie dokie.
Does sound good, even though I don't like coffee.
I know, right? So I'm gonna have to try that. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. And we love spending time with you. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Bye.